Say something
Hello,
on
everyone.
stream.
Oh, well, we're on stream now.
Hello.
Culture Nerd is here, saying hello. Ready for Titania to bring her maul down. So tell us, Cuddle, what do you want to say in front of Culture Nerd's face?
It's not your fault.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure it is my fault.
It's not your fault.
But it is. I did it.
It's not your fault.
I just
It was
want to
my
say,
intention.
not your fault.
It's not your fault.
It's not your nachos.
It was actually my fault.
It was not your fault. Also, we will be putting in, because Red has involuntarily volunteered.
Volunteered.
Yep, for the surprise.
Huh?
I thank you for stepping up for this golden opportunity.
Okay, yeah, looking forward to it. So, last we left you guys, you had pacified an evil ghost, and you had defeated another evil dude who was also undead but not a ghost. And you found information saying that another person who got kidnapped, apparently Dia, lives in a workshop back in Lamasara. And you got a description of the workshop, thankfully. Apparently, it's got a windmill on its roof. And it's a tinkerer's workshop. And you guys have already done a bit of looking around for tinkerer's workshops, so shouldn't be too difficult for you to find. However, as you leave the temple, there's a group of frowning, grim-faced villagers standing in a line. Like 8. A few hold simple farm tools in a threatening way, but most of the crowd is unarmed. One of them steps forward, and Ankler says, "What were you doing at the temple? It sounded like you were fighting." Because remember, these guys still think that they're Serenade worshippers.
Okay. So it turns out that those Serenade worshippers, bandits, like really scummy bandits, and apparently undead too.
That's absurd. We talked to them, like we do little holiday events with them, with the kids.
Yeah, and they had stinky trash fire elementals, and a guy who I'm pretty sure was really undead in there. I mean, I think there's still some icky undead goo there if you want to go in and verify, but
They will, in fact.
There's a whole nightmare thing in there. By the way, any of you kids missing? Because if so, I think we have some bad news.
oh wait, hold on. We also had the 2 guys that we left.
That's right. We do. Well, one second, and she will go back and she will grab one of the guys and lift him up and carry him out there.
All right.
And give him a little shake. It's like, this is your chance Tell them
Yeah,
the truth, and
Okay.
we'll be nice to you at this point.
Okay, yeah. He looks at the villagers and he says, "Okay, don't be mad, but
okay.
we're actually worshippers of Ahriman. Can we go now?"
I
And the
mean,
village.
do we?
Well, here's my thought. We're gonna leave you guys here, and the village will take care of you. Because if we just let you go right now, it's not even going to be good for you anyway. Because if you remember, and you might not notice at the moment because you've kind of gotten used to it, but you're stripped. You don't want to hit that sun like this.
All right.
And she is
Make
not gonna give back your.
You can make
Oh,
a
sorry.
diplomacy check if you want to.
She's not gonna give back your stuff too. It's
Mhm.
gone. Just
Can I help somebody else make a diplomacy check? Because I really suck at diplomacy.
I think
Tatiana is not a diplomatic person.
Ink must be
I
good at
can do it.
diplomacy, right?
I am. Hold on. What was it? I forgot the name. There you are. I gotta save that. Hold on. Hold on. Level 5 psychic. I have a 11 in diplomacy.
Oh, nice, you're good.
That's quite good. And you have a +2 because you showed them proof.
Yes, naked proof.
Did you really have to take their underwear?
I was checking to see if there was anything of value.
In their
Turns out,
underwear?
not. Yeah, turns out, and I looked to the crowd. Not much.
Can you? I I know they're enemies or whatever, but give them back the underwear. 30.
Oh my god. A rousing success. Uh Even without and that's you even forgot the +2. 32. And the number you needed was 15. So uh they are quite convinced and quite shocked that their little town has run into such troubles. And they'll be happy to take those two dudes off your hands. Who are both like, hey, yo, remember the potluck? We had so much fun.
If Titani, give them back their underwear. They
The underwear is inside the room. If you guys want to give them back the underwear, give them the underwear. It wasn't worth anything.
the only listen. The only underwear worth having is. I'm not gonna finish that.
Well, considering that these guys used to do rituals where the kids of this village would go out in the sun and play until they got horrible sunburn, the villagers are actually pretty happy to, now that they learn that they've been scammed, to give these guys pretty bad sunburn on the way back.
We're not the law. That's their decision.
Yeah, you see?
So they drag
And the
them
underwear
back.
would have gotten in the way of that.
They drag them back
We are.
naked to an uncertain fate.
Oh,
That's
is there before you do that? Is there a reward for basically kind of like saving your children terrible future uh cancer related issues?
What's cancer?
I think it's something to do with the sun. I'm not entirely sure. It's either the sun or the stars. I get confused.
I thought that was a crab.
Like I said, I get confused.
certainly. Hang on here.
So. Also, can anyone tell me what happened in that fight?
Oh, interesting.
I feel like I blacked out.
Which fight?
Did someone
You
hit
black
me
out in
over
that
the
one.
head?
You didn't get black. You didn't go blackout in that fight. I don't think.
Out of character. Remember when Titania looked like she went down?
Oh. Well, I don't know. I was kind of
I,
Well, you're given free room and board, so you can rest back in town, and they'll also
That's
give
nice.
you a bushel of wheat for your trouble. Be like, yeah, there you go. That's enough for like 2 loaves. It's a very
all
poor
right.
town. There's like a dozen
Market
people here.
value of
That's that's food. It's a desert.
yeah.
All right. Well, we gotta go back to town anyway, so this will be. Does anyone know how to cook? Like any of you?
I can like heat the bread, kind of like motions to Tiki, who can like sort of like warm her hands up.
We're just gonna spend the evening trying to figure out how to make bread.
All right.
We can give them the bushel back. Come on, if they're starving, let's. Tatiana has no morals for the most part when it comes to people that she has to fight, but when it comes to like just people trying to struggle and survive, she's a decent person.
No, they've been feeding the people in the temple too, so now they're at a surplus, to be perfectly honest. If
Oh,
you
there
want
you
to,
go.
you could cook the bread with crafting if you want to.
How do you? I don't know. I may
You
have
gotta
a
mill
bake.
it. They have a mill here. Remember there was a wasn't there a windmill of some sort?
There's a windmill in
Yeah.
Lamasara, in the place that you're going to go next.
Oh well, there you go. We'll make the bread there.
What's wrong with hand
Yeah.
grinding the grains? You don't
I
need
mean,
this
I
fancy
know
new
how.
technology, windmills.
What is?
Yeah,
Well,
I hear they killed the birds.
I know grinding, but
Anyway, yeah, we're gonna enjoy the night and all of that, and I do mention to the people here, it's like, well, you do have like a temple here, and just so you know, it was built on top of an even worse god's temple. You may want to clean that out. We did what we could for that. Don't worry. We what did we do? We sanctified it, didn't we?
It was
Uh,
built on top of Indian burial ground.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, so set it up, make it into like a little tourist trap. Put a couple of things in there. You could either turn it into like a horror kind of thing, or whatever. I'm just saying,
They'll definitely get
you you
ghosts coming
you have
back.
the temple exactly, and you can charge people for that. I'm just saying.
They will take your words into consideration. And then
Titania, she's always on business.
it's like a couple days of travel where you guys are, you level up, start making your way back to Lamasara. No issues, because you're friends with Almeth. Otherwise, he would have sent dudes to try and kill you. But you've you got him distracted right now, I suppose.
Darn it! I was kind of hoping. We need so much more money. We're gonna have to make more enemies. Is what I'm saying. That's Titania talking to all of them.
Yeah.
More enemies equals profit.
Yeah, so you guys all basically
Right.
have 90 extra gold from all that.
Is it extra or 90 total?
Total? What was it?
I think I calculated with everything sold, it was something like, man, I don't have the thing. I got the wrong notebook. It ended up being, I think, 50 gold for 5 people, so basically like 250 gold total.
Okay. Trying to find. Ah, yeah.
it's
Give everyone 90
Because we
gold
had it.
is what you said,
Yeah,
And-
just give everyone 90 gold.
and that's what I'll do. Everybody gets 90 gold.
All right. Thank you.
Where do I add gold?
It's in your items inventory thing.
Hey. Schultz is not used to seeing this much gold in his hand, so it's just amazing.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to work for a few
know why I
months
said
if you're
France.
smart with it.
If you know how this town works, you can make an easy 20 gold. Using nothing but I'm not gonna finish that. They just side-eyeing Hanu like, do I want to preserve the innocence? This literal pure monkey. He's done no wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
We'll get there.
eventually.
Yeah, out of character eventually.
He's just a monkey.
And
All we need to know is we still gotta go to that tinker shop and
once you're back
find more
in
clues.
La Masara, you can roll. I think that's also diplomacy to gather information. To just, or even like
Yeah,
society.
like multiple skills for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of them. You can roll one of them, depending on if you live here, and you'll
Also,
find the info that you need.
are we being followed?
You can roll perception.
No, I'm asking in character.
Probably be really stupid if they did, but who knows? I hope so. I hope they got stuff on them.
It's okay. I'll roll if you that suspicious.
It's just they just seem Inks just seems a little on edge. I don't know. I just feel like they just look behind their back. Is anyone there?
Nah. Nothing besides the normal bustle of people.
It'd be really funny if like someone said, "Nah,
Nah.
no, you're good. Don't worry."
Sorry, I don't know. I feel like it, and it's throwing me off right now.
We're good. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. What's the worst that could happen?
You're pretty freshly back from the desert, so you don't think word would have spread, even if someone had given it away.
Put it away now.
Probably have a while before anyone figures out what happened.
They're never gonna know.
And while you're here, you can stay at Tahar's place unless you want to book a different room for whatever reason.
Is the boat back?
No, the boat's not back yet.
Damn. That was where Ink basically lived. Shit.
Yeah, and the first thing Titiana's going to do, we're definitely going to stay there. I mean, why not stay at the rich guy's place? Is get some runes for her maul so that she can use it not just as an improvised weapon.
And
Okay.
I do probably need to get gear, actual gear.
Speaking of gear, do you still have that scepter and the scorpion whip?
The desiccating scepter? No, that was part of the money.
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
Yeah. Unfortunately, those whips actually aren't that expensive though. So if you want one of those whips, that's perfectly fine. Just, I think they're like 6 silver pieces or something like that. So just take 6 off of your,
Sure.
you know.
Yep. Let me just search for
I
it real
just
quick.
You can just
I
buy it under weapons and then buy it out of your share.
5 silver
honest.
pieces. Okay.
Also, ink does need to get like
Laid.
s-
Sorry.
what's the good word for it? Psychic shit. That's the word.
Psychic shit?
That's the word. Uh-huh.
If we're gonna be running into more things, and after that, whatever undead thing, I need actual. What's those things adventurers called? Shit. I need shit.
I mean, yeah.
Where can I get shit at?
In Lamasara, you can get pretty much anything you need at this level. And you more than likely know someone.
Who would I know?
Like a street psychic that you're friends with who also dabbles in occult magical items and gives it to you for money.
Or if you say I know someone, I'll give it a shot there. Someone who probably already pinpointed that Ink is a psychic.
Mm-hmm. And of course, every
Oh,
time
would
you go to their place, they're like, "I knew you'd be here."
And it's like, and then Ink's just like, yeah, sure. What do you want? It's like one of those street psychics that do cold readings.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
knew you would be here. How many times have you said that today until someone got it?
Well, I mean, anybody who walks through the door, it still counts. So it's a good bit. That's literally what Titiana said. It's a good bit. I got it.
I hear a
It's a
name.
good bit.
Cheryl? Sharon? Frank?
Just like I'm feeling an S. Just the most vaguest fucking answers.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we finally confront, you're an actual psychic. Why are you doing this peddling shit?
It's easier.
You know what? Fine, that's fair enough.
Yeah. And sells
Yes.
actual magic items.
It's almost
Actu-
brutally fair.
So is there specific shit that you're looking for?
I need, I guess, I don't know. I've never done adventuring before. That's Tatiana's thing. Looking back at Tatiana, doing, I don't know,
Well,
giant things.
the problem is if you wanted like a weapon to smash somebody, I'd be perfectly good for that. If you were looking for something else to smash somebody, we could both deal with that. But when it comes to psychic stuff, I don't know.
I don't know what do adventurer psychics use?
I think this is like at this point a meta question, or it could be asking questions from this. Like,
No,
what do you suggest?
What do you suggest here?
Understand, but before you answer that question, understand that right now everything is cool, everything is fine, we're all smiles and all that. But I do have an amazingly large hammer and a really sort of questionable trigger finger when it comes to things. So just be good, and we'll be good to you.
I see that. Let me look. Starts going through his stuff as I go through Archives of Nethys over here. Excuse me.
Let me look at the catalog. Opens up Archives of
Just like just looking at a book with multiple eyes on it.
That's one of the cool things in Forgotten Realms. They put out a full-on. It was like a Sears catalog of items and magic items and so on.
That's what
You can get Kellenscheit cheese out of that.
Everyone has at least one store brand in their setting. I have Walmart, except run by an aspiring devil.
If they're running Walmart, they've made it. Looks like you made it.
I had a merchant in my first campaign who was like very clearly evil, but the evil came out in like just giving people kind of shitty deals. And by that I mean like giving them like a 15% discount when they promise a 20% discount.
Damn.
And
it's kind of damn, man. You
and
gotta do them like that.
And the party also had a like the party liked him so much that they that he eventually gave them kind of like a loyalty reward, which was I had learned that sometimes party members will fight over silly magic items that don't do anything. And I was like, oh, okay, what if I gave them like a free magic item and it was a ring that always made your hair perfect, and with a command word it would your hair would rustle in the breeze. A breeze created by the item. And unfortunately, they all decided, no, we know the guy for this one. So they all gave it to one party member. And so for the rest of that campaign, every time that they ended up like falling into like a pit of horrible slime or mud or getting covered in blood, that person's hair was always perfect.
I mean, that's just convenient prestidigitation right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Was he a paladin though?
Nope, she was a rogue who was also a prostitute.
Nice.
You know what? That works.
Nice.
Also, the key word for making it your hair blow in the breeze was Fabio.
And it gets better.
Okay.
Pretty proud of that one.
Let's move it along. What's next?
Right, I was looking for items. Well, there's the moderate cognitive mutagen. Gives you, for 10 minutes, a +2 to your, basically all of your knowledge checks. Arcana, crafting, lore, occultism, and society. But while you have that, you also become weak and nerdy, which gives you -2 to weapon and unarmed attack rolls, athletics checks, and acrobatics checks.
I mean, I'm pretty confident in my skills. You have anything for like fighting?
Fighting. Oh, well, let's see here.
I got pretty roughed up by something. I was like, I feel I need something that gives me an edge. Because I love Titania. Love her to death. But she can't be everywhere at once. And I realize that now, and I need some more self-protection.
Well, you can make the best of what you already have here. Let's see here. He says, I have a couple of magic wands. They'll let you cast an extra spell every day. Which basically is, like, say you got a wand of magic missile, basically lets you cast one extra spell of magic missile every day, and he says that like basically a first rank spell is like 60 gold, second rank is 160. So for a cheap sort of emergency situation, he recommends picking up a scroll, which just lets you cast a spell once without spending any of your resources. And a third level spell scroll is only 30 gold pieces.
That actually doesn't sound bad to keep in my back pocket for now.
It doesn't work from your back pocket. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's fine. What kind of squalls do we got? Maybe. Ooh, do you have any like scrolls that are good against like undead stuff or stuff that can't be like mentally affected? Just something to like, so I'm not completely defenseless.
Things can't be affected by the mind. What trouble are you getting yourself into, Ink? Surely this isn't your new clientele, is it?
No. We ran. I took a job, and first there was like sandy dogs, and then there was an undead. And it's like I realized that when I go out of the city, I should have some things that are more effective against, I don't know, monsters is a good word for it.
I see.
Because I had like this, honestly, after that last tussle, I had this dream, and it like I was being chased by some monster, and it's like I think that's a sign that maybe I should be more prepared. They're still occasionally looking over their shoulder every couple of moments. So yeah, just anything for like some emergency of self-protection.
Titiana goes to Ink's back, stands facing the opposite direction, and just presses her back up against Ink. It's like, don't worry, I got my eyes out.
Thanks. Meanwhile, what's Hanu doing? I need to know.
Well, for Hanu, I was actually gonna ask Steve if there was like a place in town that Hanu could try to find another another one of the gauntlets, I- the black powder knuckle duster, so that way he can have a pair.
Yeah, that's a pretty common item.
Let me. Okay, so yeah, then Hanu's just gonna be shopping around for like a second black powder knuckle duster, just so he can have one on each hand.
Ah.
Let's see. So Oh, okay. Oh, no, it's just 8 gold. All right, that's awesome.
Ooh, here's one. I'm looking at this is a trick that the elves like to use. It's called Echo Jump. It's a spell. You teleport,
That sounds like yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like D&D's Misty Step.
and space that you left explodes. It's quite painful to people.
That'd be really good if you got like surrounded.
Be a good way to keep you safe and alive. Here, I'll give you the
There.
hey, I'll give
Titania
you
does like that.
the link to that.
If you're looking for her approval, she's like, no, that sounds pretty good.
3rd level spell, teleport 30 feet. Anything within 10 feet of the place you were gets hit for 48 force damage. And force.
Pretty good.
Yeah, and pretty much nothing is immune to force damage, so.
I know one thing. It is resistant to force.
Well, nothing in this game, I'm
But
pretty sure. This low level campaign.
Some people are into it, you know.
I feel like I'm in a competition to say more innuendos than Bishi.
Yeah, Bishi's saucy today.
I have to defeat them.
I must succeed.
Can't. How can I be the prostitute character and have less innuendos?
But to be fair, this is the bun saying it, not necessarily Titiana.
Just eventually, I'm just gonna make my in-character rival a bunny just to have it, just to have a foe to overcome. I don't think there are bunnies.
If you're gonna never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
You were gonna do another innuendo.
You set yourself up.
This is
It's hard to overcome a bun. Anyway,
we're
Yes,
getting.
that should protect you from any physical threats, and as for threats of the mind, well, I think you have one of the strongest minds that I know. I think that you'll be just fine.
I mean, sure. It's just. Speaking of, this is just a question. You probably know better than me on this, but you ever get a sense that you're being watched, but no one's there?
Well, I am sensitive to...
Is Hanu with the group to hear her say that?
Let's find
Hanu is
out.
everywhere.
this is very free-flow at the moment, so I mean, if you want to be, I would assume.
Yeah, he can be if nobody else cares.
It's fine with it.
Okay.
He says,
Right.
is Hanu going to make a quip?
So Hano was just going to comment on what Ink was saying. It's like I get what you mean. Everyone keeps looking at me for whatever reason. I don't know why.
It's okay. It's not like that. I mean, like, it feels like when I went out, I remember I got hurt, and then I blacked out,
Ah,
and
so
it's
done.
like ever since that point, it's like it just feels like I'm never quite secure. It's like anytime I'm like alone, it doesn't feel like I'm actually alone.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Watching me.
I got no Tatiana, I see. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I mean, you're like the only like local guy I know who deals in this. So, is that normal?
Hmm. Normal is relative, but well, there are dark things in this world that not everyone can see. Thankfully, for the most part, they tend to just like to observe. Believe me, you'll know if they want, if they want any harm to come of you.
Tatiana flies behind Ink, just like tall, high enough so that she's visible behind Ink, and is looking at this individual and is doing the ixnay on the, like she's doing the slash across her throat and shaking her head as in,
It's,
and then gives a thumbs up, smiles, and then slowly sinks back behind Ink.
it's just Think's a little too concerned to be noticing that.
Of course, no, it was, you were not meant to know. Ink wasn't meant to notice that.
So yeah, but they are a little bit concerned about this. It's pretty clear.
Yeah. And honestly, Tatiana doesn't know what to do about it, but she does know that what she saw is not something that she wants to necessarily invoke again.
It may be distressing, but I consider some beings as simply not understanding social customs like knocking before coming into your body, that sort of thing. That doesn't necessarily mean that they mean you ill.
Biting bottom lip.
It's just like, what kind? I'm what? What do you mean in my body?
Hmm? Oh, well. There are things out there that find mortal minds a fascinating place to lounge. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, none of that happened over here, though. Have you found
What are
everything you want? Are we ready to go?
What do you? Hold on. What are you talking about? Ink isn't. I think it's obvious. Ink wasn't aware of the possession.
Oh, maybe I'm misinterpreting something. If you think there's a person following you, call the guard, absolutely. But, or, you're quite strong yourself, and you have a very strong friend over here, so I'm sure you'll do just fine in case of that.
Yeah, everything's great. Everything's great. Have you made your selections? Can we get? I'm hungry. Yeah, I could totally eat everything. Anyway, yeah.
Quick, do something, Hanu. Do something incredibly distracting. I thought you never ask. Pulls. Tries to reach
Oh,
for something obviously cursed. What the?
it-
Did I? What the
That
hell is
wasn't
that
me.
sound?
That wasn't me. I thought.
What is that?
Oh, was it the bird outside?
What kind of bird is that?
That one?
What is that?
It's a bird.
Is
Yeah.
that what? Wait, what
It
kind
sounded
of
like
bird?
it sounded like an evil shrieking laugh.
Oh, no, I think it's just a magpie or something.
Is it just a wild magpie?
Yeah, I got my window open. It's hot.
That's funny.
Understandable. So.
Understandable. Have a good day. It's like this evil little.
I just find it funny how like the timing of that is like you say Hanu do something to distract somebody, and then we just start hearing this cackling in the background.
You know what? Tatiana actually does like turn around and go, "Oh my God, Monkey Boy, don't touch that!"
What?
And then we all turn and like you're like just standing there like what? We should get out of here before our friend breaks something. Don't you think? Let's go. I'm hungry.
And just dragged out by giant.
By 4 foot tall giant.
Mm-hmm. Now you guys don't need to make your purchase. Oh, go ahead.
And I guess Hanu's just like trailing after them, like all confused.
We did make our purchase though, didn't you? Didn't you get the item?
I think I got a scroll, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. 30 gold for that scroll. You can even get 2, I think, with the money you have.
I need money still, so I'll just get 1.
Okay.
What's the scroll called, though?
It's in the Discord. It's Echo Jump.
Can I add that to my path builder? Hold on.
Should be in there.
Hold on. How do I search items?
There's a little filter icon on the top left when you open up like the big item list.
Scroll.
It's more of a funnel icon.
Scroll of.
I guess
it's only giving me scroll.
Huh?
Occult Scroll of Simplicity? No, that's not it.
It might not have the spells listed on it. Just look under your spell lists.
Echo. No, that's not his spell. Echo Jump.
Echo Jump. You know, like the dolphin.
Wand of Thundering Echoes. Ancestral Echoing. No.
It's probably just open up your spell list. It should be there, I would assume.
I mean, it is. It's a occult spell, but
yeah,
I think that
you use the mechanism of the scroll to get it.
I don't know how you get your hands on scrolls with Path Builder. I'll be honest. I've never had to do it.
Let's just make a. Let's just make a note somewhere.
Yeah, just make a note. It's fine. I know the numbers.
And I got no privacy.
I'm gonna copy that. Just. Is there a note thing?
I wish it was fall.
I wish it was. Nah, I don't. Wait, I don't like the cold. What am I saying? I hate the cold.
You like the current weather? Whew.
I love warm. I'm from Florida.
I'm from Bama. Rescue me. Get me out of here. Anybody in a colder climate.
I feel bad for both of you.
I'm no.
If you're living in Washington specifically, feel free to kidnap me. Not DC. Washington State.
You want to come up to Canada?
Hey, you know what? Hey, that's the nice thing about Washington State. You're really close. And if things really pop off, you got a border to run to.
Mm-hmm.
Crepes.
They're dark crepes.
I have a friend who wants to get me to go to Holland.
Anywho, we were gonna do. Koopa wanted to do something, I think.
Yeah. What's up, Koopa?
I hadn't said anything.
I thought you did.
No, I heard it. I
Mm.
heard it. You definitely said something.
Well, if there's buying that anyone wants to do, they can do that. But
Yeah, I
they
don't
don't
mind
have
buying
to right
something.
now.
Just any gearing up or anything you want to do before we go to that shop, just in case things pop off.
Well, actually, hang on. Let me see something here. Oh shoot, oh wait, no, never mind. I forgot the that particular Venaran weapon was not in 2E. Never mind.
I have made all my purchases and I am ready to go. Tatiana is ready to fight to get more money to make more purchases, to get into more fights to make more money to make more purchases.
Not deal with the existential dread that Ink is dealing with.
Yeah, for the most part.
Don't think about that. Think about all the money we can make.
All right. All right. Are we all ready to go to the workshop then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need a check to gather information to see how long it takes for you to find the shop.
Duplo.
Yeah, Diplo.
Ow. Go.
Is this a check from everybody?
If you want to be.
I don't have anything that relates, so. Tatiana's a very specific sort of hammer for very specific nails.
All right. Ink is
I know.
on fire.
I know people. I know people in this town. In more ways than one.
Yep. It basically takes you no more than an hour to find the shop after talking to a couple of people. There are reports from the people you talk to that she's been actively purchasing supplies, getting to know their neighbors. They first settled in. Sorry, it is a they. But no one's seen them or their assistants for several days. Although people have heard strange noises and giggling from the shop.
They have a mistress. I mean,
I guess we
strange
can take
noises.
Yep.
Strange noises, giggling.
They are inventors. They may have a toy.
It's very normal and totally okay in the shop right now. As you walk up to the front door. Looks like everything is fine.
That's... I knock.
Ooh, okay, so, yeah. Didn't see that.
Don't worry about that.
Let's go ahead and heal up. Because...
Yeah, you guys are fully healed, and don't forget to change your hit points to the hit points for level whatever you're at.
Oh, right.
I don't see. Where am I?
You're not there.
Where the hell am I?
Why are you not there? Hang on, I'll go back to the other map. You're not there, right? Why'd you... What? Why aren't you in that map either? Oh, there you are. You're in the basement,
Yeah, I was
of
gonna...
course.
I guess Ink never existed.
No, Ink's just always been in that tomb basement.
How do I
But no
increase
longer.
my maximum? I'm not used to this when it doesn't have like its own character sheet. Let me see.
If you double click the icon.
Here it is. I found it. Yeah, I found it. Thank you.
Gear. I just hit the gear.
Or hit the gear,
Yep.
yeah.
What's my health at? 48.
If your HP went up, make it go up. Hanu, your HP had to have gone up. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It did. I'm just trying to... How do I... how do I set it on this thing?
So if you click on your character, you'll see there's like a little tool thing that pops up. Looks like a setting in basically any
Oh, okay, I see. Yep.
yeah.
Cool.
And
Thanks.
then you okay, cool, you got it. You got it.
I had forgotten about that.
So giant first, huh? Is that how we're going?
Oh,
Giant
and
for. Did we open the door?
not yet.
Not yet. I'm just
Just
walking up to the door.
figuring
I
out
was just
party
gonna knock
information.
on it. I was
Gonna
just
knock?
gonna knock on the door casually.
Sure.
Be now.
As you approach the door, you notice something, and your brain realizes that, oh, you've been noticing this actually scattered throughout the town. A poster on the wall.
What's it say?
It says Amity, and it has a pentagon. Yeah, 5. Pentagon.
I mean, does that sound like a name? Is it the person we're looking for?
Nope. It's a word. It just sort of
What does that
means, what does it mean? I think it just means, like, kinship or something? I don't know. Let me check. Amity, a friendly relationship. There you go.
Okay, all right. Huh. That's interesting. I feel friendly already.
So these have been appearing throughout town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
enmity and enmity. Okay, I see what you're doing. All right, yeah. Note the title of the campaign. Okay.
Mhm.
Enmity and enmity.
But
Anyway, is that the right HP for our engineer and our engineer's goblinoid bot? I'm not sure because I don't know your character.
Yeah, no, everything else is
Yeah?
correct.
Alright.
Cool. Yeah, let me knock, Ink. Because, we heard some weird noises. Yeah. And she will give it a good...
Alright. You give a knock. Or do you knock or do you open?
She knocks first. And like I said, she does the... Like sort of a pounding knock.
Oh, okay.
It's less of a hello and more of a yo, what's up?
After knocking, some time passes, but nobody answers.
Okay. Check the
how
door.
The door doesn't seem to be locked.
Okay, don't open it just yet. What were you gonna say, Ink?
we cool? Any of you cool to just go in there? I don't know if you how cool you're about a potential breaking entry.
I'm super cool. Good.
I know you were super cool. I'm just making sure.
I'm not
I'm ready to go.
usually. Yeah, I'm not usually okay with that, but I could just stand outside.
Well, I tell you
play
what,
the card.
we'll open the door, and if everything is copacetic, we will ask forgiveness from the people that are in there, and if there's something that we actually have to fight, we'll scream for you, and you can come in.
Yeah,
And
it's like it is a little weird. The door's just open. That could
And on the other hand, if it's too late and everything's already happened, then we'll scavenge the place, looking for loot. Clues. Clues. We'll look for clues.
Alright.
Actually, yeah, I just whispered to the inventor guy. Yeah, you should probably come to prevent her from stealing, because then that I'm pretty sure is thievery.
It's not theft if they're dead.
I'm whispering.
Okay. All right. Fine. I'm not killing anybody, but fine.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't make promises you can't keep, Tatiana says, before she opens the door.
Just kicks open the door.
Mm-hmm. You open the door.
Somebody once told me.
The temperature drops considerably from the front door into this wide hallway. The area is undecorated and sparse, save for 2 impressive woolen rugs embroidered with beautiful geometric patterns. It's around this time that I want to mention that Pathfinder 2e has kind of like given official titles to like things that you do while you're exploring a dungeon. And this is closer to a dungeon than anything else you guys have gotten into it so far. So I figured now is a good time to explain. You got Avoid Notice, which is basically your stealthing. You can roll stealth for initiative. You got Defend, which basically means if you got a shield, you got your shield up all the time, and it'll be up when a fight happens. You got Scout, which gives the entire party a +1 bonus to initiative if you want to say that you're scouting. And you got Search, which basically gives you a free roll if you happen to run into a trap. And there's a few others, but they're not super relevant in most cases.
That's a lot.
Okay, Tatiana has pulled out her maul at this point. Now that she notices, like, there's nobody in here and everything is interesting, and she's gonna go in searching.
Okay.
I play my Tatiana in search mode.
All right. So we'll say she's coming in like yay. Are people lagging, or are people holding back, or or are they following right behind her?
Oh, so Hanu. Well, first of all, Hanu hates the fact that it's really cold in this area, so he kind of shivers, but he kind of has also a good idea. It's like, I oh wait, I know. So he takes Yorick's head, sticks it back on his bow staff. He sneaks he goes just up to the corner of the room, and he tries to tell Yorick, "Hey, Yorick, can you check to see if there's anything down the hall?"
Yeah,
While he sticks his while he sticks his bow staff out into the hallway for Yorick to see.
certainly I can. All right, now.
You corner peeking motherfucker.
Titania, give me perception.
Okay, let's see. Where's my perception? It's right there. I was about to roll it on this on the actual sheet, and that wouldn't work because you can't see it. So roll 1d20 plus. Hey!
Oh, all right, Titania. You notice that as Hanu steps onto the rug, it kind of it sinks a little bit in a very strange way, and you think that he is standing on a pressure plate, but he's not heavy enough to completely activate whatever it is.
So Hanu, you're standing on a pressure plate. Thank God you're light. I'm not sure what's going to happen when you move, though.
Oh, okay. Man, I haven't run into these types of traps since the temple.
Mm-hmm. Do I think I could move the carpet, like, out from under Hanu in that sort of yanking the tablecloth off from a table kind of thing and leaving the silverware where it was?
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
Okay. Is that a roll? What would you like me to do for that?
No, it's not a roll. I'll say that you reveal the pressure plates, and basically, it boils down to you think that if too many people stand in this area that I've just marked off, a trap might go off. Now, you can try to disable it with thievery, or you could just keep it in mind for later.
Yeah. Okay, so the first little area over here is probably a trap. It probably is based on how many people are on there at a time. So be wary. I wouldn't step on it. We're talking way too much, Anu. I don't think. I mean, like, what does York see before I do anything?
Yorick, the hallway seems to be empty. He mentions the 3 doors down the hall, and that's it.
Okay. Tatiana's gonna fly over here without touching the plate.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
I don't want a door behind us. If people will move in, maybe. Because I'm thinking about opening this door, seeing what's inside.
Oh, I just realized there's 2 rugs, so I guess this also is a trap because it says the rugs.
Okay.
On
Gotcha.
Schultz. How many people would it take to activate the pressure plate?
You don't know. Now, Schultz, you were told that if you stepped on those squares, it would turn on a pressure plate, maybe.
Oh. Well, hold on.
I'll give you a redo on that.
Yep, he'll just still keep it right there.
Okay. So Titania wants to do C2?
Yeah, after I want one other person behind me in case there is something in there. So if
Just in
anybody
case.
can get, yeah, maybe if Hanu will get to that spot.
Okay.
Okay. Look at the door. We've been making a lot of noise, honestly, and I've been saying a lot of crap. So, check and see if the door is unlocked.
It is unlocked.
Okay. Swing it open. Housekeeping.
All right, swing it open. Toppled
By
bookcase.
that I mean I'm keeping this house. Sorry, go ahead.
Toppled bookcases clutter the floor of this room, and a large writing desk along the eastern wall is covered in scattered papers and bits of broken glass. Splintered and broken chairs lie in a pile to the northeast. The only untouched beauty in the room is the stained glass artwork of geometric designs set in windows 10 feet up the eastern wall. Also, there's a bunch of weird little purple dudes.
Weird little purple dudes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are not as big as their icons indicate. They are like 3 feet tall at most.
That's nearly giant sized.
Oh yeah.
Do they have any reaction to the door opening, or
Yes, they want to kill you. So roll initiative.
Immediately. Okay, well then roll for initiative, I guess.
Well, actually,
Let's
their
go.
real reaction is kind of like they seem disappointed, because they were told that you would probably be caught up in the trap, and you ended up not being caught up in the trap. So now they have to, now they actually have to do work. Thankfully, it's work that they love.
If you do what you love, you never work a day in your life.
Exactly. If you kill what you love what you kill. Ooh, well, that's a natural 20.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm wasting these rolls, but okay.
Oh. I guess
Oh.
you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take it from you. We're not
Do these
gonna
guys
take it.
separately. So why not? Well, none of them roll particularly well. Let's see. Got a 16. Got a 14. Got a 16. And we got a 9.
Oh my god. Calm down with the fireworks.
Oh, I've been told.
There's no lake out here. Go ahead.
Every American that I know kind of hates the 4th of July because it's just like a week or more of people setting off fireworks and scaring their animals.
I mean,
See, here's my thing. We have the lake place. That's like where my family is right now, and they're setting off fireworks somewhere where it's, you're not gonna cause a massive calamity if things go bad. And everybody comes out on the porch and watches it. So there's like a set time and everything. I don't understand this. Just whatever. Doesn't matter.
They don't care. I do need initiative from Schultz.
Happy 4th of July, by the way, everybody.
Happy America Day.
this is the day you wear America bikinis.
Be safe, be considerate, and be mindful.
So
Tanya in America
10.
bikini.
10.
She looked pretty good in that bikini.
These things are also wearing Star and Stripe bikinis in celebration.
Cool.
I have 2 inks on this initiative. Why is that? Get rid of that. Alright. In descending order, Tanya's first. As these things screech at you.
With a 99. Nice.
Hey, that's just, guys, I rolled the natural 20.
Yeah.
All right, so what she's actually going to do is she's going to cross over and above their heads and land here using her flight.
Oh, okay.
So that way, her thought is basically does this, and then Hanu can set up for a nice little flanking after that. And she is going to sweep. She's going to use her sweep ability, which you make a wide arcing swing, make a single melee strike, and compare the attack roll results to the ACs of up to 2 enemies, each of whom must be within your melee reach, yes, and adjacent to each other, yes. Roll damage only once and applying it to each creature you hit.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Tatiana got a little bit tougher from the last time when she was so weak. I don't know if you remember how weak she was.
Oh yeah, super weak.
Super weak. Okay. So 1d20 plus 14.
Contributing like 50% of the party's damage by herself.
20 plus
So
14. Why am I rolling it? I'm over here trying to roll it in chat. Excuse me, sorry. Like your actual stream chat. Okay, Tatiana. 1d. Now would be a great time for that. Whatchamacallit?
That is a hit.
I'll take that.
You hit them
Okay.
both, I guess.
Yep. So rolling for damage on that is this plus this, because that went up by 1 point, I believe. It did. All right.
Oh,
31 to 2 of them.
damn. Look at
Nice.
those rolls. Alright, which dude did you hit?
Since they're adjacent, I'm gonna hit this guy and this guy to give
Oh, okay.
Hano a really good spot to stand for that whole little thing.
Alright. You fuck these ones up. Very good. And Hanu, you're up.
All right. Well, I am definitely going to go after the guy that that didn't get caught up in it. Let's see. Let me scroll. Let me zoom in here to make sure I get a good look at these guys. Okay.
Yeah. Anyone with nature could try to identify them. Or not.
Okay. Well, I guess I will just be using my bow staff on this one. Let's see. Plus 12. Wow, plus 12. Holy crap, what a difference a single level makes.
Yep. If only I had crit though.
Okay.
Ooh, you might have.
You have. You've critted this one.
Oh, nice. Well, let's see here.
Boom goes the monkey might.
Hang on a second. So, wow, my voice cracked there for a minute.
That was actually amazing. That was pretty cool.
All right. Let's see. So what I will do, because it says here the critical specialization for the bow staff says I can knock the target away from me up to 10 feet. What exactly is determined as 10 feet away from me?
Up in
Straight
the
into
air.
Titania. So you can choose not to. I mean, it won't really matter because he's got nowhere to go.
I was gonna say, can it be to Titania, or like could I like kind of baseball swing it and it lands it like smacks into the wall just above Titania?
Usually when I'm like you're pushing something, I'll usually be like you can sort of anything in this sort of direction that's going away from you. You can push them.
Okay.
You could push him into another one of them, and that
Yeah,
might like
I was gonna say it sounds like that's something that I could do. Let's see. Yeah, so let's see. I will attempt to knock him into this guy here.
Sure.
So Hanu winds up his bow staff, cracks this one straight across the dome, and sends him flying into the other guy that Titania had hit prior.
gotta roll that damage.
Yep. Let's see,
Which
and it
is
was a crit. So
yep, double that.
Oh my god. Waifu, my love.
so it's gonna be 2d8 plus 6. There we go.
Is that before or after the double?
Man, I keep forgetting how critting works in Pathfinder. So
on a crit, you double all of the things.
right, so my bow staff normally is 1d8 plus 3. So a crit doubled,
Okay.
so I would assume that's
Gotcha,
2d8 plus 6.
Yes, it would be.
No, that's right.
Okay. All right, so I did have that right. All right, so yeah. So the damage is going to be 15 bludgeoning.
15. Got it.
And now it's up to you if there's any style points or any difficulty with them getting smacked into the other one.
I'll say with the push, you bonk them into each other, and they scramble. And while it doesn't affect the combat at all, you do feel you are feeling yourself. You can have a hero point.
That's nice. That works.
I am feeling myself. That's great. Alrighty.
Yeah,
Next are these ones.
I forgot to give myself my temp HP.
What do we got here?
Yay. It's the temp that I wanted.
Well, he doesn't like that you did that, so
I didn't
it's
like
gonna
that.
go here.
I'm not appreciative.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Like, he moves there, and then he, actually, like, climbs partway up the wall, and then he tries to bite you.
You climb the wall?
Yeah, they can climb walls.
They climb now? They climb now.
It's an 18 hit Hanu.
No.
I didn't think so.
They're in
Okay.
the wall. They're in the walls. They're in the goddamn walls!
The call is coming from within the house.
And then he tries to scratch you. Does a 24 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So he does
Okay,
manage
these
that.
things have 2 attacks. Oh wait,
Oh, they
wasn't that at a minus?
Yeah. One was at 13, one was at 9.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gotcha.
It's scratched for 7.
All right, so 7 damage. Okay.
This one here is gonna go.
Oh, shoot. Okay, never mind. I legitimately forgot something, but I won't apply it here. I'll wait for the next time it happens.
Okay.
As I forgot now that I was level 5. This new feat that I have, Ragdia's Revelry, kind of would have helped here if I remembered that I did it. But yeah, I'll next time the conditions are met, I'll remember.
Okay. You don't have metal armor, I imagine, because you're a monk.
Yeah, no, just my gi. That's it.
Okay. Because this other guy is actually going to rub his hands together and generate a lot of electricity, and he's going to try to touch you.
That be your monk gi?
It was a 19 hit.
Yep. 19 does not hit. No.
Ooh, you just avoid the shocking grasp. All right, that's his turn.
Ha! Classic. Shocking grasp.
That was a great joke. Tachina's upset you didn't get that.
This guy's going to try the same thing on Titania.
Okay. I'm not wearing metal.
Poke.
But that will hit.
Okay. Yep, okay. You get zapped for 22.
Ooh! Ooh, that was a really hard hit.
Looks like
I am going to
I can roll a good D12 too.
This. I'm going to eat your face after this.
And
she says it very nonchalantly too.
And then he'll try and swipe at you with his claw too.
I had a question real quick.
Uh-huh. He misses.
So I thought Shocking Grasp had like this this thing where even if it misses, it still does at least like maybe half damage. I remember, or is that something else I'm thinking about?
Melee spell attack roll. On a hit, does that damage? Nope. If it misses, it misses.
Shoot. Okay, I missed my chance again. All right.
It doesn't have a savings throw, so it's more about actually hitting is probably the thing.
Yeah. All right, Schultz and Tiki.
Tachana's dying.
Yes, I'm aware. He's going to instruct Tiki to move. Just give me a minute. Damn it. I fucked that up. Okay. One action to get Tiki to move. From here, 5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh, that's
25.
Each of these boxes is 5 feet, so yeah.
Mhm.
You don't even have to measure it.
Sorry, yeah. And since you can hear it, it just tells Tiki open fire on whoever is hurting them. So, sees this person, immediately loads the gun. Ooh.
Okay.
Excuse me.
We got a crit.
Excuse me again.
nice.
That guy didn't even hit anybody yet.
Good.
What? Oh, times 2, so that's 4d4. 13 right there.
Okay.
I still got one more action, so another shot. Oh,
Sure.
Well, I was gonna
God
say
damn, Tiki.
that has a minus, but when you crit, you crit. So.
oh, yeah. Multi-attack. My apologies.
Yeah,
that's plus
Oh, would have still crit anyway.
that. Right, drops to 25.
Okay. And just like that, he's well, no, not quite, but almost as damaged as the ones that Titania hit. And what does Schultz do?
I think wasn't that
He
all
was
your
to
action?
stay. Yeah, I used the one action to have Tiki to command Tiki to move, and then use 2 to attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this last guy. He doesn't like what's going on over there. Let's see what he can do.
What's going on over there?
Over there. Over there.
I need Tiki and Hanu to either do acrobatics or a reflex save.
Let's see. I'll do a reflex save.
That was the reflex save as well.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 16.
Okay, that will not make it. Tiki and Hanu both fall prone as this thing casts grease on the ground.
Grease is the word that you heard.
And it cackles. And then it tries to bite Titania.
What?
And it does.
But you can cast a spell and then still have full bonus to hit?
Yeah. Multiple attack penalty only applies to attack rolls. You can cast and slash, and it'll be at the highest bonus.
Interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to make you suffer for that, just so you know.
Gives Titania a good solid chomp. Ink.
Mm-hmm. Tatiana's dying! I still have the most HP of anybody in the group, but still. I'm dying.
The more I read some of these the more I read some of these Venara traits and skills and feats, the more I'm starting to get a little annoyed at how they just don't seem to understand how certain things work.
Hmm?
Like I'm reading like Prehensile Tail, like pretty much any of the tail abilities for Venara, and I'm just like Prehensile Tail. It says that I can perform interact actions that require a free hand, uh, but I can't do anything but my tail cannot do anything that requires fingers or significant manual dexterity, including any action that would require a check to accomplish.
Oh, that's BS. Because tripping is obviously what that should be used for.
I think there is a Venara thing that lets you
And,
trip. It's like a
and then
separate thing.
but not only that, there was also hold on, let me see here, Tail Snatch. So you would think by the name Tail Snatch, it would allow me to use my tail to take something from somebody. But and what it does is basically it allows me to attempt a disarm on a creature with my tail. However, it says here, as normal, your tail cannot hold the items it disarms. So I'm like, okay, but I'm not. So that means I'm not snatching anything with my tail. I'm just smacking something out of somebody's hand with my tail.
Hmm.
Yep.
I would probably do that differently. Like maybe you can't attack with it, or if you tried to attack, you'd have a penalty. But I'd allow you to hold a sword with your tail.
Yeah,
Just
because it's
can't.
like that's the whole point of having a prehensile tail is that monkeys with prehensile tails use their tails to hold things, including themselves.
Just to be clear, I thought what Cell had from Dragon Ball Z was a tail. Never mind.
So here's the thing: certain monkeys, and this is me going my animal autism here. Certain monkeys have prehensile tails. At the most, they could hold maybe a branch or a fruit with a branch on it with their tails steadily. It depends on how heavy the thing is.
Right. That's my understanding.
So a tail could maybe hold a pound if it's like a what's it? I remember something a certain weight of a monkey can hold like a piece of fruit with a tail. If you were to scale it up to Hanu, which is more humanoid size, it might be somewhere within 10 pounds you could
Yeah.
probably hold with a tail.
So I like obviously without significant training, a typical Venara cannot hold something with their tail like something heavy like say a maul or a warhammer because
Mm-hmm.
that stuff's pretty heavy, but they could hold onto like say a dagger or maybe even a short sword if we want to push it.
A short sword would be somewhat 10 pounds, so I'd say that's the limit.
That's what I'm saying. If we want to push it, you could say they could hold at least a short sword as the heaviest thing.
Now, a lot of weapons are actually a lot lighter than 10 pounds, but I have an important thing to point out to you. They thought about this, and they made an archetype where it's like, hey, do you have a tail, or a prehensile tongue, or a tentacle, or a vine, or some shit? There's something called Flip It Contestant, which is Flip It is a martial art that was made up in Pathfinder by frog people who were like, hey, what if we use our tongues as like deadly weapons? And they figured it
Hey,
out.
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I'll be
And
damned. That's actually they did think on it.
and
There
it
you go. You
basically,
have some.
yeah, it
Oh,
turns
sorry.
your tail, or like in your case, it would turn your tail into a weapon. Does 1d4 damage and has the grapple and reach traits. And then you can pick up other feats like Snap Falling Fruit, which lets you basically whip a projectile out of the air that's trying to come at you, or Slingshot Maneuver, which lets you help your friends move by, like, if they're passing through a space that your tail can reach, you can grab them with your tail and just sort of fling them forward to get them to move farther on their move action. It's very cool.
Is that
I
a
mean-
two? Yeah, it looks like that's a 2E thing. Hang on, let me see if I can find it on the app.
I'll be
And that's a
damned.
funny.
Oh yeah, I have
that's
it
a
on one of
funny
my
name, though.
characters. I have a Vine Leshy who uses it. It's very cool.
Flip it. Flip it good.
Where did this salt come from?
Sorry, I didn't mean to I didn't mean to detract from what we were just doing.
That's okay.
That was just something that kind of stuck didn't rub me the wrong way as I was reading it.
It's fine.
And from what I can tell here, it looks like Flip It Contestant is not at the very least it's not on the app, because I tried searching for it on the app. And
It's in
nothing.
Path Builder. Should be. I have it. It's a level 2 archetype.
Oh, archetype. That's why I'm looking under fucking beats.
Oh yeah, yeah, I got it. Archetypes.
Okay, so then. Yeah, I guess I'll work with you after the session to see see more about that.
Do you have an archetype yet, or no?
Just free archetype.
Let's see. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. I don't see anything about archetypes. Where would that be?
It would be. Did you get the paid version of the app?
I did not know. Is it only under the paid version of the app?
It is only under the paid version. Thankfully,
Okay.
it's five. Thankfully, it's $5 and a one-time purchase. So.
Okay, let me check something here. I've been really trying to hold back on not spending stuff on stuff that's unless it's like absolutely necessary. But let me see just how much I have. Okay, never mind. Not a problem at all. Especially since I get paid again like next week.
All right. Well, as he does that, Ink, you're up.
I only saw Titania just run into the room.
And the robot fell over.
Oh, that's bad. Alright, we're just gonna get over here. I see the Skrunkly.
Yep. Nasty little 3-foot tall dude.
I know you wanted to have a nature check. I'll humor a nature check if you allow it.
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
I have a +6 to nature. I don't know how, but sure.
There you go. Oh, that's a Nuglub. It's a type of gremlin.
I was gonna say I'm gonna pretend to know what the hell that is, what that is, because I've never heard of that name before.
Ink knows what it is. It's a gremlin. Instead of messing with your shit and pulling pranks on you like most gremlins do, this one just likes to sort of kill people.
Wow, that's nasty.
They're also the largest of gremlins, at almost 3 feet tall.
So they are the giants of their species.
They are the giants of gremlins. Yes, so they're just like Titania in that way.
You're just like
That's
me.
funny.
For real, for real.
For real. Anywho.
Yeah. Any
I-
facts you want to know about them?
Anything I know is a particular weakness of the. I was about to say nugs.
Not nugs.
But then I'm like, Nuglub?
Nug.
Okay.
Lub.
Nug.
Nuglub.
Nug is
Alright,
love.
so
Nug is life.
any particular factoid about the nuggies that I should know about?
Indeed. A nuggie, they are weak to cold iron weapons, if you have any of those. And, they're very good at beating you up when they've got you at an advantage. I.e., if you're prone or flat-footed, they do lots of extra damage to you.
Ah. And our little machine friend here is prone.
And also Hanu.
Huh. I can't see
Wow.
Hanu right now.
Wow.
I'm sure he's fine.
Poor Hanu.
I just
Wait,
yell.
what happened? I was distracted by something.
You're about to hurt really bad.
Yep.
Oh,
You
damn.
don't get
Okay.
These guys do a
I
lot
was
of
about to-
these guys do a lot of extra damage to prone opponents.
Oh
I
boy.
just yell out to them, "Don't let him knock you off! Don't let him knock you off your feet, or it's gonna hurt!"
I swear to, I thought you said don't let them knock you up, and I was like, okay.
Oh my god.
Stop making my innuendos. Anywho, I just pistol at the one I can see.
Okay.
I think this has maybe iron in it.
It has iron. Cold iron's a different type of material.
Well, I don't have that. We've got hot iron
Yep.
rolling.
It'll do the
rolling
job.
now.
21? Oh no. Or yeah, no. That was your knowledge roll. That's right. Not on that roll. Would you like to use a hero point or no?
Sure. Wait, did I roll that right? Yep. Okay.
Hey, that's a hit.
Out of curiosity, do gremlins still have the same connotations as far as like being associated with technology and so on?
Yeah, a little bit. Gremlins in general like to mess with devices. Ink noticed this.
I hit him with a bullet for 3 damage.
The bullet hits. And, you spent an action
then
to recall knowledge,
Yeah.
and tell everybody what you learned. So, now it's Titania's turn.
Eek. Next time we're shopping, get a bigger gun. All right. So the first thing Tatiana's gonna do is she's gonna try to hurt these two that hurt her because she does not like to be hurt. Why would you hurt her? She is such a sweet and simple soul.
Phew. Alright, you hit them both.
12 plus 10. Wow. Can I do a hero roll to reroll damage?
Sure, I'll let you.
Okay, I'm going to use the hero point for that because I am not doing 14 points of damage on 2d12 plus 10. Oh my god. There we go.
Alright. You get your hero point back because that was a multi-kill. As you just
Multi-kill.
as you just scatter these two guys across the room. I think you have one
Okay.
action left.
Yeah, but to move to help Hanu... Oh, wait a minute. I could do that.
There is piles of discarded shit on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. If I throw this entire bookcase at this guy, I assume it's going to be the D10
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, a bookcase is pretty big.
Okay. And it's -5 though to the roll, so 20. And okay.
Yeah, that hits.
2d10 plus
Almost a crit.
10. Wait, that crit?
No, almost a crit.
Almost a crit. Ah! Only 21 though.
Alright, let's see, 21. Here we go. Okay, yeah, he's alive, but he looks like what you would look like if you were standing against the wall and someone threw a bookcase into your head. Anu.
All right. Well, let's see. I guess I will try to attempt to use my prehensile tail to try to wrap around this gremlin's this little guy's leg and try to drag him onto the grease.
Okay, that's athletics, I think.
Yeah, sounds about right. All right, let's see. Acrobatics. That's gonna be
I mean,
+10.
it really sounds like ultimately it's a trip attack. Just with the bonus of grease.
19.
19 will not do it against this guy.
Okay. All right.
Stand
Let's
up.
see. Where is hold on, before I do that, where does the grease end? Is it
It's the
Is it
three
like
small black squares.
Okay, I was going to say is it beyond is it the black squares? All right. So so can I attempt to just, instead of standing up, can I attempt to just, like, I don't know, roll? Is that something I can do as a move option?
Yeah, hang on here.
Because
called
Hanu knows if he
crawling.
tries to stand up, yeah, because Hanu knows if he's on some slick ground, so any attempt at standing up could risk him falling right back down. So he's trying to see if it's possible. He's trying to see if it's possible to just roll, or I guess, as you say, crawl.
Well, you should
Yeah.
be able to tumble, don't you think?
You can crawl 5 feet with an action.
Can they not? Can Hanu not tumble using acrobatics?
Not while he's prone. Being prone
that's
limits
actually
your
more
movements.
I was gonna say that sounds more like an athletics thing, but let's see. Okay, so yeah, what I'll do then is I'll go ahead and I'll quote unquote crawl. What I'm actually doing is Hanu is going to be kicking at the wall to slide away from the grease pit.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
You
so
slide until the friction comes back, and then you just sort of roll onto the spot you're at.
Yep, and then I still have one more action, right?
Yep.
Okay, this action I will attempt to stand up.
All right, you stand up.
Cool. Yep, and I'm good to go.
Okay. Next is this guy. Two of his boys are dead. And that's actually about the time when they decide that this is not worth it anymore.
Where are they gonna go?
Well, they can't go left, so they're gonna go up. As they go over here, and they scramble up towards the windows Uh,
How we feeling? Do we want to pursue these nuggies?
Really depends on what they do next.
they're just banging on the stained glass trying to get out right now.
Oh, well, that's okay. Then I know what we're doing next.
Okay. But the next turn is Schultz.
Okay. I think I could tell Tiki to get up.
Yep.
Right. So,
He stands
one
up.
action Tiki will use.
Tiki, get up.
Yep. Okay. How much movement speed is that to stand up? Or
One
is it
action.
like all of it?
It's just one action out of 3.
Okay. One action.
Oh, does anyone remember when there used to be certain cars that actually had voice that was actually voice controlled?
Sounds
I
terrible.
slightly remember that.
Yeah, I remember like in one of the older Batman, I believe it was one of the Tim Burton Batman movies where Batman had the ability to control his Batmobile with a voice command. And then I also remember in the movie Fun with Dick and Jane, there was a particular joke in that movie where it was like they they were Dick was Dick took his boss one of his boss's cars and rammed it and like drove it into his garage, and then he just turns to his wife and it says Mercedes off. turn off the vehicle. That was pretty funny. And I'm like, I haven't seen those types of things anymore, which is kind of interesting because now we're in the age of like Tesla vehicles and self-driving cars. You would think you would see more of those types of things.
I think we're at the stage where it's become such a reality, and the problems with it have sort of like slowly opened up that it's harder to make it just like a fantasy kind of thing. It's more like, okay, well, how is this actually going to work? Because someone's going to actually, however it is that you do it.
There's always an actually.
Yeah. So what is Tiki doing now that Tiki's standing up?
He's gonna be shooting this one right here.
Okay.
Yay! Yay! Hell yay!
That's a normal hit. 9 damage. Very good.
Right. Doing it again. This time me remembering the MAP.
16 will not.
I don't. Okay, that's fair.
Bishi sounding like the greased up deaf guy from Family Guy, except while there is grease, no one here is deaf.
Wait, what's going on?
I guess we're greasing up.
Yeah, but how does that apply to me? Because
were you not making a funny voice just a second ago?
did I?
Sounded
Or is
like
that
it.
or is that just my regular voice and you're making fun of me? No.
That'd be
I don't
unfortunate
remember.
if someone naturally sounded like the greased up deaf guy.
Go to the clip.
Oh man.
Ink.
Can't
What's
catch me, y'all.
Is it that time again?
It is. Use a free cantrip and do real damage. Oh.
All right, Ink.
Okay.
I need a reflex save or an acrobatics check.
I gotta do it. I didn't know the grease was there. It's gotta happen.
Of course.
All right.
You're being
8.
honest. You rolled an 8?
No. I have a +8 to acrobatics, so
Okay.
let's see. 18?
18 is enough to not fall. But you're kind of in the same space as Tiki, just trying to keep your balance.
But
I'm on top of Tiki.
and they're
It's like being
just
on top of a dryer. Anyway,
they're just doing that wide leg thing to give themselves traction.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, I'm good.
You can
Tiki's got some
see
good vibrations.
you're at the door, so you can see them.
Okay. We're gonna do a spell. We're gonna do Void Warp.
Avoid whoop.
So, what is that?
Do we have music going on, by the way?
We do.
Yeah, we do. Wait, is Void Warp... Is that a save or an attack?
I don't know.
You call upon the void to harm life force. It takes 40 to 4 with a basic fortitude save.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay. There we go. We're fortitude save to the guy, I'm guessing this guy up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I shot at.
I have a plan on this guy.
Yep. So we have fortitude save.
Glub. He blows it.
Right, that's 44.
Okay.
And on a critical...
Yep.
And on a critical failure, they're enfeebled 1.
That's okay, because you hit him with void energy, and that's enough to snuff the life from him. He falls and he smashes into the bookcase below him.
Hey, before I do anything, I'm gonna try to heal myself. She's looking up at this guy with one, just like that. Yeah, I'm coming. Just 1 second. She pulls out the bandage.
I grip my teeth a little every time I hear about you wanting to heal.
I'm slightly better at it now. Actually, I'm much better at it now, but still. It's still worth being nervous. Let's see. But I do have a hero point, so we'll use it if this gets bad. And I'll use it. How? No, I'm using the hero point. Don't even try.
Titania accidentally...
There's no way. Would've, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm a hero. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Now wait, let me see.
All right, she...
See, I need a 15. And
She almost does a medical malpractice on herself, but then she realizes, wait, that's the scalpel, not the sewing needle.
Let's see, I'm an expert in medicine, right? Yeah. Okay. And, critical. What is a critical success again? Is it beating it by what?
By 10.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get that. But I got a regular success, so it's 2d8 plus 15.
Not bad.
Because I am better at this now. Roll 2d8 plus 15. Still rolled low, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it's a
20.
Full heal, I think. Oh no, wait. Almost full heal.
Yeah. It's so close. So close. And then she uses the other action to fly up and swing down as hard as she can with her hammer on this guy.
All right.
20 plus. Well, not as hard. I mean, it depends on how well she hits. Yes, she swings down as hard as she possibly can.
She sure does.
For 4d12 plus 20 points of damage. Only 40, but I think that should be enough.
All right. You saved the window,
Damn.
except for all the blood on it. But that'll come off.
Little vinegar washes blood out.
And that's the end of the fight. Congratulations, guys. Don't you feel powerful with your new level?
Oh, hell yeah.
Definitely felt the difference.
And if you walk slowly, you can, you don't have to worry about the grease, basically.
I'm rolling perception to just sort of search this area.
Oh,
before we
absolutely.
leave, in case there's
Yeah.
anything cool.
Do that. Do that.
So, do you think these things had anything to do with this, or?
I don't know. Yeah, this sort of feels to me more like scavengers after an event. But I'm not sure.
Ink, you know that Nuglubs, well, they definitely trashed the room, and they just started looting stuff. And if you had to guess if anyone was here, they're probably either not here or not alive anymore, considering these things are very violent. But they're also, like, kind of dumb as shit, so you don't see how they could have gotten, like, they could have snuck in here in the city, and nobody's known about them up until this point. At least not if they were acting alone.
Do they eat people?
Yeah, probably.
I got a 24 on my search.
Alright, looks like they collected a little pile of treasure in the corner.
That's me in the corner, looting all the treasure. Okay.
So,
Because it's my religion.
this is a person's house.
No, that is treasure, okay? I'm sorry. If anything, this is the reward we get for clearing out of these creatures. And that's a bargain, quite frankly.
For the sake of this adventure path, there are no consequences to this because the adventure ends when you know, when it ends.
In universe.
In universe, this stuff probably belongs to the Tinkerer.
I'm just. So
You
it's
know what?
like.
She will see me wearing her clothes if we rescue her. Oh, hi. Anyway,
Hey,
what?
remember-
So what do we pick up?
You find
Remember when?
a dust of appearance, a scroll of glass sand, a vial of hunting spider venom, and 46 gold.
Are you gonna post that in the chat thing, or do I need to write it?
I already have.
He just posted it. I saw it.
And
You're awesome.
And with that perception check, you also find some schematics that can give Schultz over here some insights into the mechanical head that you guys are carrying around.
Hey,
So-
Schultz, shaking it at. This is paper. It's got weird drawings of like a robot thing. I think that's your thing.
Just whisper to Schultz. Remember what I said about her maybe trying to steal from the house.
So
No
whenever
stealing is occurring.
I'm whispering.
this doesn't give you like specific information yet, but it does give you a +1 bonus to any engineering checks involving the mechanical head, i.e. Yorick, from now on.
Nice.
Yeah, the curiosity would kill. It's like, okay, let me see those. I'm not
You
keeping
go.
this. I'm just gonna hold on to it until
Of course,
I
of
give it back.
course, of course.
Yeah.
You're just borrowing it. You're just borrowing it, and if they're not there to retrieve it, then you're keeping it for antiquity. We wouldn't want to lose important information, would we? Of course not. Of course not.
This looks like a classic Tinkerer study to you, Schultz. Seems like just a very, like, artistically inclined Tinkerer, but that's not too unusual in a place like this. Very interested in getting their constructs to do, like, dynamic fluid movements, like dancing, that sort of thing.
This is what an actual workshop looks like.
Isn't that exciting?
Right? Yes, I honestly love something like this, but huh. Hmm. Uh, and we should see if there are.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna check this whole place. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. So yes, this room has been fully searched. I mean, you could pour through all the stuff on constructs and clockwork forever, but it's not really relevant to your investigation.
So about this scroll, does anybody use the traditions of arcane or primal? Because this is not a bad spell.
You do have an arcane, but she's not here right now.
Okay.
We'll,
Oh no, wait, you don't have an
we'll
arcane.
put it in the bag for now.
Yeah.
That's right, you have an occult and a divine.
You know what? I know some magic. This is my spell. I call it Hammer.
Some people would say that you're a fairy. You are magic.
Yeah, I mean literally, yeah.
It's like that meme
What
of
is it,
the creepy face at the window saying, "I'm a fairy. Let me in." You believe in fairies, right?
That's not creepy at all.
You believe in magic
Do you believe in magic?
in a young girl's heart?
I don't know about that. All right. How long is this grease going to stick around, out of curiosity?
This grease is going to stick around for 1 minute, so I guess it's gone by the time you're done looting the room.
Let's do with this other... Oh, what am I...
You're under ink.
Yes, and I can't click on my character because ink is... For whatever reason, apparently ink is a top and I'm a bottom. Interesting. I had no idea.
I could see it.
Okay. Yeah, Titania will go over here and mess with this door because she's got sort of an idea of the the basics of the exterior. At least that this is a smaller portion of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So she's thinking this is a small room, and she's going to go ahead and open the door, but she is still in search mode.
All right. C3. It's a bathroom.
Oh, thank God. Shuts the door.
Okay.
This simple washroom contains little more than a basin for washing and a toilet that connects to the city sewer system. There are clear signs that it was being renovated.
Oh, wait. Before I sit down, check and make sure it flushes.
Does flush.
Okay, cool.
Wait, there's indoor plumbing in?
Yes.
It's Pathfinder. Pathfinder's like a steampunk world.
Pathfinder is a lot of things. Depending on where you are, it's either cavemen or like the 17th century.
Yeah, right, that's kind of what that's kind of what surprises me is like, oh wait, but we're in the part of the world that's ancient, that's sort of ancient Egypt. We're not in Osirion, but like we're like the next best thing.
The thing is, go ahead.
Oh, I hate to be the actually, even Egyptians had a sense of taking care of sewage. There's also, a lot of... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, in a lot of fantasy stuff, they use the Egyptian motif to show a more advanced civilization. You'll see that in Warhammer 40k and other places, that kind of concept. And also, literally, there are tinkerers and engineers all throughout this place. So it may be using the steampunk idea where it's like they're using way too much cogs and whistles and bells and stuff like that to do simple tasks, but they still have the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Like you got clockwork. You probably have steam.
We have a talking, autonomous, sentient machine head.
Clockwork twins.
Fair bit of that is magic, but yeah.
But it's
Tatiana comes out looking fresh and clean. Woo! Ah, that's nice. Having yeah.
Do you ever get those times where you feel not so fresh?
Usually after I've buried my hammer into someone's brain.
You're saying that
Feel a
Titania
little
was
gumpy.
changing her pad in there?
Who knows?
You didn't
You
have
don't
to
know.
say obvious. You really didn't have
Besides,
to say
I don't think Tatiana gets periods. Tatiana gets exclamation points. Anyway,
Okay. Sure.
Semicolons.
Good night, everybody.
yes. Okay, I'm going to float to not activate this, and again, because I have an idea of what the room looks like outside, like what the doors look like outside, I'm going to open this door in front of me.
All right. You're immediately not feeling fresh anymore. This room stinks of rot, the source of which appears to be a human corpse on the floor next to the bed, a pool of sticky, dried blood surrounding it. The dresser has been smashed, and the contents of the room have been ransacked. There's nothing else. There's no enemies in here.
Okay, yeah. Going to start searching. And who does what does the human look like? Actually, before I do that, I'm going to roll medicine.
Sure.
To see if I can get an idea of like what transpired here with this corpse. Like, yeah. I believe that's plus 11. Let me make sure. Yes. It's Tatiana, medicine woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It would appear that this person has been stabbed a lot by a really tiny knife.
What does the person look like?
Human male.
What kind of outfit was he wearing?
Just looks like working clothes. Workplace compliance. You figure this person probably worked here at the workshop.
Okay.
But it does not look like the people you're looking for, which is good.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead then and do a perception and also invite the rest of the crew to come in there if you don't mind looking at a dead body.
Hey, kids.
Want to see a dead body? If you like my body and you think I'm dead.
You know what?
Ooh.
I'm
Don't go in there. Oh, okay, well, you went through the door. So what's happening?
You don't worry, it's
all right. So for C4, you do manage to find a set of holy prayer beads. Don't know what that does, but you got it.
Anyone have religion?
I mean, I do, but like, Hanu's only knowledgeable about his own religion.
But if you have the skill, you probably
I got a
could
plus,
make a roll as far as this.
I'm untrained, but I got a +6. I can give it.
Sure, I can try to give it a shot.
Yeah, and go ahead. Does this mean anything?
Go for it.
19.
Oh, the prayer beads?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me look here. You identify them as a set of holy prayer beads. It's a magic item.
Yep.
Doesn't work for evil spellcasters, go figure. Whenever you cast a divine spell from your own spell slots while holding the beads, you recover 1 hit point. The spell you cast was a healing spell. You can grant this additional healing to one of the spell's targets instead of yourself. And that's it. Also, it's worth 160 gold, so that might be the more important part.
Yeah. Tatiana puts it in the bag. She actually gives a little scoff when she looks at it and shakes her head.
What the?
Divine healing. What a crock. Anyway.
Apart from that, there's nothing else of value in C4.
You would know this ink. She actually follows the laws of mortality.
Laws of mortality?
Yeah, she doesn't believe. Well, I mean, she believes in. She doesn't think it's right that the divine reach out and give healing to some and not healing to others, and so on. So she prefers like doctors, alchemists, things like that.
Yeah, you are right next door to the We Hate Gods country.
Yeah.
We hate God's country.
Yeah, as a country doesn't like gods.
It's
also why she has the skill feat godless healing.
Oh.
Hey, you mind if I see them beads actually?
What for?
Get a feel for them.
Ah, yeah. Now that's useful. She trusts your brain. She doesn't trust a god, and she hands the beads to you.
Don't forget we're on Twitch and YouTube.
What?
What?
Yeah.
I'm just seeing if I got a good feel from these beads.
Yes. So Tatiana pulls the beads out from her and hands them to Ink.
They feel nice. Magic items tend to be very pristine. They feel good in your hand.
Oh, but only
in your hands. Because
Only
that's all
hands.
you're touching them with.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's do some psychometric resonance.
Oh, okay.
Psychobilly freakouts.
Yeah, we're doing something game. We're not always trying to be kinky here.
Okay. Just most of the time.
That's after stream. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, probably some pretty severe oh god, oh no, stop stabbing me feelings coming out of this.
Damn. Definitely. Yep. Anything else I can get from it?
An image of what might have killed them?
I guess this is a good thing to ask. Any feeling of betrayal or trust up
no.
until the point of no?
You would say that this
was just
you would say that this person was they didn't feel any like personal betrayal from this. They just were very surprised that it was happening at all. It kind of came out of nowhere.
My guess is that whoever this was maybe assassinated or just murdered by someone, but maybe someone they didn't know.
Titania will mention that the knife that was used to stab this man was too small. I mean, too small for Tiki, let's put it that way. It was a very, very tiny knife.
Ooh.
Are we sure those nuggies you think those nuggies did it?
Okay, so yeah, that's my first question, first and foremost, because you said it was too small. So there's a part of me that's going, did it look like a pixie or a fairy knife?
You would say that it would be like a knife that one of your smaller cousins would be able to wield.
Well, that might not be good. Of course, there's another option. And I'm looking at, because aren't you a puppet? Or puppet adjacent?
No. What?
I thought somebody was playing a toy, one of the toy
yeah.
races.
Yeah. Nyasan is.
Okay, all right. So I do mention our friend. That's another possibility, especially, I mean, because I don't know.
Oh, she's
they're
actually
engineers or tinkerers.
she's actually like pretty normal sized.
Okay, well then
When you become a Yaoguai, you grow to be like kind of human-y.
Okay.
Her natural form would be about the right size, though.
Yeah, I'm using my wings to make sure that I don't touch the carpet and trying this door.
Okay. You open it up and you'll notice it doesn't have a label on it, so it has no description. But obviously, it's a fucking kitchen. And past it is a dining room. You can grab some crackers and have a snack.
Okay, well, that is an interesting question. Are the fires still lit? Is there food out here? And if there is food, has it gotten a chance to get moldy?
The fire does look recently lit, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
The food, some of the food smells a little off, but no more than like a couple weeks. It does look like things have been eaten, but at a small scale. Like, make a perception check.
Yeah. Like a feast if you're tiny. 27.
Oh yeah, definitely looks like this like loaf of flatbread over here. You see some teeth marks that remind you of, once again, the smaller pixies, but the teeth appear a lot sharper. And Ink has walked into C5.
Yeah, so yeah, Tatiana was over here like looking through the kitchen trying to do the whole, no, I can do this. I'm not stupid. I can do a detective thing. And she's like thinking, yes. And then she hears a door open and there's like a look on her face that goes, oh no.
They were just trying to like, this stinks. Just trying to find a place to get some quick air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This cavernous room is filled from floor to ceiling with all manner of mechanical devices in various states of construction and repair. Steel supports form a 15-foot wide gantry that runs from the southern side of the room up to a large cargo door on the north wall. Numerous chains, pulleys, and gears are attached to the crane, and half-constructed machinery dangles from the gantry in several places. The smell of oil wafts through the area, carried on a light, cool breeze that flows from the floor to the ceiling, and up through exhaust vents high above. Workbenches and shelves line most of the walls, but many of their contents appear to be scattered all over the floor. The northeast corner of the room has a raised platform, accessed by a fixed metal ladder. And you see some dudes here. Just make sure that... There's a lot of stuff that happens in this room, so I gotta reread some things.
We'll be fine.
So Ink just sort of stepped in to get away from the smell of the dead guy. Uh-huh.
The bathroom right over there.
Okay. And you see...
Wait, did you not go in the bathroom because Tatiana had been in there recently? How dare you?
This. And you know what?
Ooh.
For a gremlin, you could convince me.
Oh, yeah. No, wait.
Oh no, it's a baddie.
It is a baddie. Look at her. Eye patch, knife. Unfortunately, she's about that big.
Now
You say unfortunately, but...
Hear me out.
No.
Okay, she's way over
Hear
there.
me out a little bit.
Hear me out. There are shrinking spells. There's probably shrinking spells in Pathfinder.
There's growing spells. She is like the size of a cat. Like, that's about how big she is. And she has 3 friends. And they hiss and mock you in a language that I don't think any of you know.
It's the language. Well, give it a shot. What's the language?
Undercommon, or new name for it is Sackroth.
Where do I look for my languages again?
I don't remember. Honestly, it doesn't come
I
up
don't
much in Pathfinder 2e. But the point is, you can tell by the gestures that whatever they're saying is not very nice.
Just gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna slowly walk back to the door and close it.
Oh, okay. I'll just turn off the boss music.
It's like, oh, okay, I'll just do that.
You didn't.
And you hear from you hear from in the kitchen. Did you find anything? I believe that
Walk
our
into-
killers are very small with needle-like teeth. She's
Walk
very
into
proud
the
of this
kitchen, boss
deduction.
music starts playing.
You know what? As the boss music stops, Ink just peeks in, just opens the door again, peeks in. The music starts again, closes, music stops, peeks out.
What's going on, Ink? Goes through the door.
There might be more of those little somethings in this room. And they peek back again.
Wait,
Takes
like
a
the
second.
something we just fought, or something different?
They look. Hold on. Now and then I close it again. So it looks like more of those little gremlin guy. Maybe one of them. Now, one of them is a total hear me out, but they don't look too happy.
They're smaller than the other things that we fought, right?
A little. They look small. Definitely smaller. They again peek back in.
Oh my god. Stop making me go back to...
It's fun. No, this is hilarious.
Wait. Listen. You should be doing the cat thing where every time you peek in, you
Yeah,
get
they're getting
closer to the
slightly
door,
closer every time.
Closer to the door.
Just close the door again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, straight up, she picks up Ink and pushes her into, and like lifts her up and physically drops her inside the kitchen so that she's not on the good carpet.
Okay, so I don't know. They said some things at first this time, so they didn't immediately attack. So and I don't know what they were saying, but
Yeah. Move your icon right there if you would, please.
Yep, got it.
And Titiana is now going to just straight up like slam the door open and go, all right.
Alright, so,
Now you can.
Citizen's arrest. Give me all your loot.
It's not a citizen. That just sounds like you want to rob them.
That's how citizen's arrests work.
You know, what if someone just closed the door and Titiana, would the music stop?
not this time. This time they're
I
gonna
know.
do something. I need
I assume-
initiatives from everyone. They are resisting arrest.
Yeah. All right.
It is
What is it?
also,
Oh, what is it called?
Oh, do you wanna call it here because we're at the end?
it is like 11 p.m. Whereas, is everyone good or?
Yeah, no, I'm still good to go if everyone else is.
I'm still good. It's but you know, it's up to everybody else.
I'm fine.
All right.
We haven't gotten a chance to really like play like seriously in a while, so this is feeling pretty good.
Sure.
I just want to make sure everyone's good.
I would like just a second to go utilize the facilities though.
Go for it.
Actually, yeah,
Take
that'd
a
be a
little
good
break,
idea.
everybody.
Bathroom breaks. So I need water.
I'm going to use a hero point for that. I want to
break?
Oh, the bathroom?
No, for the initiative.
Okay.
Ugh! Okay, well, good I rolled that. Be right back. Darn you, dice!
These guys elite or no? They are elite, okay.
Can't just do that to me.
Hmm?
You can't just put a total hear me out right there.
I mean, I thought the same
Dude.
thing when I saw her. I have her.
Like, damn it.
I've had lots of crushes on different different like NPCs that my party has then killed because they're evil. And every time I'm like, damn. Oh well. That's a shame.
Why? This. You know how Ink feels about short stacks.
She's the shortest. Titania
I
is
know, and she's.
giant by comparison.
Yeah, but she definitely is stacked.
Yeah, she's alright.
Just sweat, dabbing foreheads meme. I don't think I can convince Tatiana not to kill every one of them.
I mean, these are like awful little murderers.
Think I can fix her.
Hmm.
No.
Koopa, I think I can fix her.
Every person who has said I can fix her has not been able to fix her. You know this, I know this, the world knows it. That's why we don't do it no more.
I can attest to that.
You just accept them as they are. It's like, what needs fixing?
I mean, technically, I think I am, and I can fix her with Titania.
Yeah.
Actually, no, maybe not. She's fine as she is, because that protects. Violent, but she does protect. A little bandit-like. God, look at that. Abs. It's like, oh man, we're not. In fact, I think no. I fold before them.
Okay. Ink has switched sides.
No. Meanwhile, I have to clean up my PC because I have too many games downloaded.
Grossi is too strong.
No. What other games y'all play? So I can get rid of stuff I'm not playing right now. Anyone have Helldivers?
I don't have Helldivers. I don't have anything
Lupa?
that's like expensive. Oh, I have Monster
I have
Hunter
Helldivers, but I uninstalled it.
Rise now.
I have Rise. I think we all established we do have Vermintide.
You do have
Keep
Vermintide.
Vermintide.
I do not have Vermintide.
Yeah, no, I still installed.
I think the problem is the too many gacha games.
I am
Now
currently
download-
I'm currently
Sorry,
obsessed
go
with
ahead.
Baldur's Gate 3, and then like after that, I'm pretty sure once my obsession with that dies down, I'm going to be obsessing over the Digimon Cyber Sleuth games.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate 3, especially with mods, is pretty big.
I still don't have that
still-
game, and
I need to finish Warhammer Rogue Trader,
Mhm.
then I can uninstall that. Maybe I need to finally get like an external hard drive or something. Don't make me learn how to build computers. I'm shitty at building shit.
Do I need top 5 or top 3?
By the squeaking of that chair, I am back.
All right.
So, is there any way I could convince Titania to spare the baddie?
Let's see what the value says.
I'm just saying. This isn't Ink talking. This is me.
I get you.
Kill-
I understand.
Because she's the second. She is truly the second shortest stack Ink has ever seen.
Now, don't make Tatiana too jealous, or you're pretty much going to ruin that.
Who do you think's number one?
I don't know, that guy from the meme.
Well, given
No.
given recent events, probably Tiki.
Yeah.
I mean, Tiki does aura farm a lot.
All right, look at that pose.
Now you-
Mm-hmm.
Just look at the picture of him. Hands on hips.
That is.
He knows he's bad.
Look at that
It's
robots graph.
It's actually a she, but okay.
Well, she aura farm.
No.
I gotta get. Okay, note to self: save up money to get an actual damn ref of a goblin and so it's because nah.
I mean, she could be at number 3. Anywho, back to the plot.
Yes, I need initiative.
All right.
Well, I already rolled and it sucked.
You can. Don't forget, you can put your own initiative in by clicking on the number on the turn order thing.
Oh dear. Making me type that number.
There we go.
I know. I, as a GM who orchestrates everything and does all of the math, really leave a lot to you guys.
Hey, there's a lot of math in Tatiana's build. Don't get it twisted.
There is, that's true.
Can I get it knotted instead?
Oh my god. Did you
No.
mean to step into that when you said that, or? Never mind.
No.
Good.
Just making
Anyway. Let's see here. Descending order. Looks like Anu goes first.
Alrighty. Let's see. Where
Where'd the other
where
guys?
are we?
Good question.
Yeah.
When
where-
Titania opened the door again, they were all gone.
Uh-oh.
So wait, I don't see any people on the thing. Who are we? Who are we fighting?
That lady over there.
Man.
What lady where?
This one.
Oh, the sprite is so the sprite is so small. I literally couldn't see it. All right.
They hear me out over there.
They hear me out. Ah, so that's what you guys were talking about. I'm like, I kept staring at the screen when you guys were talking about it. I'm like, what are you guys talking about?
Do you not see
All right.
her full image? There it is.
Okay, yeah, there we go. I did not. I must have missed that. I was
It's
looking
like,
away
it's
for
not
a
bad.
moment. I guess I missed it. It's
There we
really
go.
not.
So
No.
that is a hear me out right there.
All right, so
I can get over the bald.
Bluesky.
Long ears kind of is like the hair of having ears.
You're saying that, and
No.
literally a bunny is in this room. So just saying.
Let's see. So
Wow.
Yeah, but you also have hair.
I get. Yeah, I guess I guess I'm right here, and then and that's pretty much it. I don't really got. Well, I guess I do have ranged weapons, but I don't really got. I don't really want to use
Okay.
them right now.
So, as Hanu steps in, the gremlin lady. Yeah, I know. Gremlin lady like pulls on some random chain on the ground, and all of a sudden the entire workshop comes to life with chains being swung around by a pulley system, and the chains have just blades haphazardly shoved into them. And for Hanu and Titania, I'm going to need a oh no, it's just an attack roll on my end. Okay. Let's see.
They had to have been here while I
Shwing.
set up this.
24 against both of you.
That hits against me.
I'm gonna pretend that's a miss.
All right, so it's Titania's.
How will you ever know? Damn it.
As the blades, which are going all over the workshop, deal 18 damage to you both.
Wow.
I have to use my my battle medicine again. So
Any other actions you want to make, Hanu?
I see right now.
Sorry, say that again.
I was saying that there's no actions that I see that I can do to help anything right now.
Okay. Next. This guy jumps out from behind the barrels. And he leaps over to... Oh, wait, I gotta put him on the front. There we go. He leaps over onto Titania, or into her space, to start stabbing at her. You are flat-footed to this, so your AC is 2 lower. Don't think a 16 makes it, though.
it does not.
Wait, for who?
Titania.
For me.
And then he's going to... run around the corner here. And then this other one.
He's got a ton of movement.
Does. It's going to jump out.
And
Run
stabs
over.
his friend because he didn't realize.
No. Oh, sorry, I thought you were 8 times taller. Jumps at Hanu. Tries to stab him. 15. Okay. Fails. Scurries off. Here. Next to his boss. His boss? What's the boss gonna do? What she got? Yeah, that sounds funny. Let's check that. Okay. Runs over to Hanu. Says something. Points in a random direction. Let's see if she distracts you. She distracts the shit out of you.
I started thinking about the Fallen from Diablo and how they sound like.
Oh yeah.
I mean, can Hanu be upright? Because at the moment it looks like she distracted him in a very particular way that might not be safe for streams.
Hanu is upright.
Not on my screen.
Try refreshing.
I refuse.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't look prone on my screen.
It should have been me. It should have been me.
It should have been me.
Not him.
Right. Now what happens after the distraction?
Yeah.
Now you are flat-footed when she stabs you. What is your AC -2?
20.
For Hanu?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a hit.
Could have been a crit, so.
It could have been.
But thankful.
And so that means that she gets some sneak attack damage in. Because she basically distracted you by pointing somewhere. In fact, all of you are distracted. And the next thing you know, she's stabbing Hanu in the neck for 21 damage.
Damn.
Literally climbed up and used her words for distraction. It's like, is that a distraction over there? What?
Yep. Next is Ink. I gotta see how long that distraction lasts for. Hidden. Uh-huh. Lasts until the end of your turn until you... Okay. So, she's no longer... Hanu has given away that she she is stabbing him. So she's no longer hidden.
Hey, it turns out she's actually stabbing me. That was the distraction.
I know. I'm still distracted though. I can't stand this, but I have to do it. I'm gonna cast a cheeky void warp on her.
All right. Probably a good choice. She's very tiny. Her fort is probably low. Oh, I think she fails.
All right, 4d4 damage.
There we go.
There you go.
Did that move her at all?
Void warp? No. I think it
No.
just does damage. Schultz and Tiki.
Schultz is again gonna have Tiki like move in, so 5, 10, 20, 25. Next thing he's gonna have Tiki do is, where's that ability? One action to do Searing Restoration on Hanu. Okay.
Wait, doing a what?
You're essentially getting healed
Oh, okay.
because you took some nasty damage.
Her name is Nulik, by the way.
You cover at least. Oh, wait.
Actually, how would that show up?
Third
She's...
level. Oh, my apologies. There needs to be 2 other D10s because it says at third level and every 2 levels after is increased by that.
By 2d10?
Yes.
Okay.
So my bad. You heal for 16, not just 6.
16. All right.
No, it's 1d10.
Oh, really?
So it would be 2d10. So 11.
Okay. Okay, so I read it wrong.
Oh wait,
that's my bad.
wait. Are we level 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we're stupid. I'm stupid. Never mind. Because it's 1d10, and then at third level it's 2d10, and at the 5th level it's 3d10.
It's because it was said like that. I was just like, okay, I was trying to follow it, but thank you for giving the final clarification. I just want to make sure I'm playing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were. I was wrong.
Everybody point and laugh at the DM.
That was an unstable. However, and I'm pretty sure unstable. I need to roll something. Since I can remember what the hell that's supposed to do. Unstable. When you take an unstable action, roll a DC 15. Flat check. This DC is 13 if you're legendary at crafting. Okay, so. Roll my crafting. I legitimately can't actually fail this though. That's the issue. Yeah, no, you're okay. Actually, because I'm pretty sure if it would have backfired, it would have just backfired over the Tiki.
Unstable action. Okay. Oh, well, the flat check is actually just a flat d20. For unstable. But you made it.
Looks like you made it.
Okay, good to note. Good to know. Because that actually makes a hell of a lot more sense when it calls for flats. Okay, so that's one action to move, one action to heal, one action to shoot, and hopefully does not shoot your.
I think she gets a +1 to her AC because she technically can use the Hano as cover.
I believe yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think Tiki's got a good shot.
Was that a crit? Oh no, that's 26.
26 gets there.
So is that like a yes on the crit or like no?
No, not a crit. Just a hit.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Another 6 damage. Okay. I was imagining her trying to like stop Tiki's little heat prod from cauterizing Hanu, just whacking it away with her knife, but she failed. Okay, guess that's that. Let me just make sure. Creature between you and a target is 2 or more sizes larger than both you and the target. Oh, okay. Okay, but it's lesser cover normally, so it's +1. Okay. Darn, if Hanu... Why you and the target? That's silly. Hanu should be standard cover for this tiny thing, but whatever. Titania.
Okay, Tatiana's gonna fly over here. And is going to smack this guy, because she does not want to lose track of these little buggers again.
Yeah, fair enough.
So best to smack them now. Or try to. Is that a crit?
31 on an advanced Jink or elite Jinkin. Oh, yes, it is.
Okay. 4d12 plus 10. 46 points of damage.
Ooh.
She just sort of like flies over and then just comes down with both of her hands.
Oh, is that all? Is that all the health they have? They have a lot less health than I thought they did. All right. He is paced. It hisses as you approach, and then just.
Yeah, that's what happens when you try to stab me from a barrel. And this is there a barrel near her? Is there anything
no, but there's like
enough to?
there's like a 2d8 rock piece of concrete.
Do I want to do the rock or do I want to throw the maul?
I gotta remind you of the clip of the crying Hulk and just go, guys, I think Titania's gonna kill the baddie.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the rock. Just the rock, because I think that's cooler. I agree with the assessment of this is what the character is made for, not, just abusing this one maul.
We're gonna lose the baddie.
I think the main appeal...
I'm not aiming at the baddie. I'm aiming at this guy.
I think the main appeal of the rock throwing is that you don't have to pay money to upgrade your weapon all the time. Because the rock upgrades automatically.
Okay, so 14 minus 5 and 9. So probably missed, but Yep, that'll miss, I'm sure.
That will miss that one.
It will scare the hell out of it, though, as a rock just suddenly smashes against the thing. It's that scene from Princess Bride, where Wesley's coming across the corner and the rock just suddenly...
Mm-hmm. And then the third one comes out of hiding.
Popping out of these barrels reminds me of that. I was just bringing up Baldur's Gate 3 earlier. Popping out of these barrels reminds me of that one area where kobolds are just popping out of wine barrels.
Oh, yeah.
Not the first time I've seen it. Won't be the last.
If I remember that area, that never happens to me because I immediately notice that there's a bunch of explosive stuff in there. So that's just such a great place to just, I'm going to throw a fireball in there. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the explosive stuff. The explosive stuff. The wine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strange that the wine is so explosive.
It's more the fact that it's more the fact that the wine is flammable, and then I guess because because all that wine is like compacted into a barrel, it becomes boom explosive.
It's basically just a gigantic Molotov cocktail that they've set up for you.
Exactly.
Except it's a bar of Molotov cocktails.
All right. Someone tries to stab Tiki from behind. Oh, that is a... Oh, that's a crit because Tiki's AC is 20. Is it still 20?
It's 21.
It's 21, so -2 would be 19. So it does crit.
Yeah, that crits.
This thing jams its knife into the neck socket of Tiki and tries to unscrew him. Her. Let's see.
Poker in the back.
So that is 2d6 plus 2d6. For 11 damage. And it will, it's not as brave as the leader.
I mean, it also just saw one of its friends, like, stop existing.
Yeah. Gonna pop over here. And next is Hanu. Actually, it's the top of the round. And the way that these complex traps worked is that they get their own initiative.
Ah, okay. An environmental turn. Neat.
Yeah. And that means it's gonna go first. So everyone in the room, except for the gremlins, because they apparently know where to stand, is gonna get potentially hit by this.
Just to clarify, it's this room, right?
Yep.
Okay.
How many of you guys does a 22 hit?
Hits me.
You know it hits me.
Yep. Tiki, Hanu, Ink, Titania.
Because this is a raised platform, is there any way I could say I have, like, a 1 point of cover from it?
I think that the chains are coming from, like, the overhanging crane thing, which is kind of in this area. So not in this case.
Darn it. Then yeah, I'm hit.
All right. As you all get slashed for 22 damage.
Jesus. Okay. Jeez Louise.
They really set this thing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill your girlfriend. I'm sorry.
I know.
At this point, yeah.
I mean, we couldn't interrogate them. I can make a plea for that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make a counter plea. What about this? At least it'll be fun to watch. Vor.
Wait, what?
Whoa. I am not putting that on stream.
Tatiana can always eat one of them.
Hey, look, we feel degenerates if you want to, but you gotta draw a line somewhere. Come on.
There's nothing degenerate about eating a. Come on, they eat people. These things eat people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a difference
so
between,
this is more like.
There's a difference between I eat them and what I understand Vor to be.
No,
Listen,
it is exactly what you think it is.
Technically, Vor is actually softer, because what they're doing is cannibalism, which is hard Vor. That's chewing. We don't need to get in this conversation.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm gonna use
like we could.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I am gonna use Yorick's token for the trap. It's not Yorick's fault though.
It's not your fault, Yorick, that you have to be involved in.
But all right. Yeah, Hanu.
All right. Well, Hanu's starting to get a little bit frustrated because, damn, that whole he just suffered a lot of damage. So what he's gonna do, the Nulik, I guess this thing's name is.
Yeah.
Does it look? I'm assuming it looks exactly as the thing is depicted.
Yep.
Okay. So, all right. What I'm gonna do is, let's see. I'm going to
Bite it.
I'm going to use Dirty Trick on it.
Okay.
So let's see. That is gonna be a plus. Is that thievery, right? Yeah. So plus 10. Okay. $25.
Let's check. Probably with a roll like
That's against a reflex.
Reflex DC. Okay, you do make it.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I guess I'll take its little bra thing and I'm going to pull it up. I'm gonna pull it over its eyes. I'm gonna pull it over its eyes and tie it tightly over its head.
Okay.
Ayo. Ayo.
Okay. Well, she only has the one eye, but yeah. All right. She is clumsy 1 until the next round, and Ink is flat-footed.
I was about to say something. You knew what I was.
Ink is distracted.
Ink is flat. Okay, and then let's see here. All right, and then I'm going to let's see. And then I'm going to attack. Then I'm going to attack it with. I'm gonna attack it with my black powder knuckle dusters.
Okay.
All right, let's see. What is the what's the penalty for this one again? Was it -5?
The knuckle dusters. Let me check.
Well, no, because since I already took an action. That.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making sure it's.
Making sure they're not agile, probably.
Yeah, they are agile, so -4.
-4. Okay.
Oh, you miss.
I was gonna say I was gonna use a hero point to reroll that.
Okay.
There we go.
You make it.
22. Cool. So after pulling its bra over its eyes, then I take my knuckle duster and then strike it right where it's I guess right on its spine.
Okay.
Let's see here. Damage is going to be. It's gonna be a 4. Oh, no, not that. Wait, D4. Why does that not sound right? I thought it was.
No, yeah, it's a D4.
Well,
Your
I thought I had.
your normal unarmed attacks are a D6 because you're a monk, but with the knuckle dusters, they're a D4 because you're using a weapon.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So D4 plus. So 4 damage.
All right. That's 2 actions, I think.
Yep. Let's see. And then I guess I'll spend my action equipping my the second knuckle duster. So there we go. I'm dual wielding in this particular case.
Okay. Alright, that's
I'm
that.
just not playing around right now.
Next is this guy. What does he got for him? What is a good action for them? Oh, I know.
Huh? I find it really interesting. I was looking at you. You were mentioning how the black powder knuckle dusters had the agile thing.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, that is only applicable when using them as a melee weapon instead of the ranged version. So
Yeah, the shooty doesn't have agile.
I find that kind of interesting.
It's gonna run up to Ink while she's distracted. Oh, fails. Does he want to try again? Yeah, he'll try again.
That's not the one I want to jump on me. This
Does
sucks.
get there. Yep. For 3 damage. With the sneak attack. They're not very strong, these guys. Nulik's strong, but her buddies are not. Speaking of Nulik...
That at least momentarily snaps them back into reality.
Mm-hmm. She's going to... she got going on? Gonna run over to this pile of rubble. Try to hide. Is anyone's perception lower than 9?
Perception. No, not mine.
Kiki's is not.
Yep, I'm perfectly fine. I got 11.
All right. You all see as she sneaks actually under this platform. And then next is Ink.
Do I still got this little bugger on me?
He's not on you. The thing about tiny enemies, like not even small but tiny, is that they have to be in your space to stab you.
They distracted me from the beauty. I am fucking pissed. I'm fearing him.
Fear?
Fear.
Okay. Pretty sure that's a will save. So.
Mm-hmm.
19, I think, fails?
I have a DC 21.
Alright, that's a fail.
Alright, Frighten 2.
Mm-hmm, gotcha. You got one more action?
The blades and stuff.
Yes.
How... Are they just swinging around above us?
How is it described here? It looks like it's using, like, if you had to guess, the windmill to provide kind of mechanical power to swing all these things around. That being said...
Is there any safe spots in here?
Not that you can predict. You get the feeling that the gremlins are able to sort of predict when they're going because they've been around it for a long time. But it seems pretty random to you.
Yeah. If I were to, like, crouch or duck, I'm thinking... Because they're so small, they can just naturally avoid it.
Yeah, kind
at
of.
least
She pulled a chain. Is that chain still there? Like, is this a mechanical thing that could be, like, that we can re-pull it, or is it more complicated than that?
Well, you can...
It had to be activated somehow.
Let's see here. Yeah. You see a control panel on the raised platform. Which raised platform is that? Hang on. Oh, yeah. Yep. So the platform that you and Titania are next to. There's a ladder next to Titania. That's that the two dots in the line between them. Which leads up, and you see a control panel that you think probably controls the machinery in this workshop. You might be able to make it stop.
Do I have enough move speed?
Not with one action left.
I'm just gonna...
What if she climbed over this raised thing and then made a beeline through here?
Yeah.
Starting from here.
Normally you have to reach it with the ladder, so I assume that means it's at least like 10 feet up.
Ah, okay.
I think Titania has the best chance then, because you can just fly.
But I was gonna kill her, but okay, fine.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, we can let those blades keep going.
You guys are gonna get killed if I don't.
So I'm gonna, unless one of you others can get there quick too. So I'm just gonna point out. Unless you want to get shish kebab, we need to turn this off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Yep.
just gonna do a safe thing and just back out of the room.
Mm-hmm. Smart.
Or cowardly, depending on how you look at it, and that's all I can do.
Alright, next is Schultz and Tiki.
Sec. How far is Tiki's gun again? This is what I get for trying to look this shit. Oh wait, there we go. 30 feet.
What if we threw Tiki up there? Could they get it?
Can Tiki
Nah.
make skill checks?
Can make the fortitude, will, reflex, or perception checks, but other than that. Right. First things in order though, Schultz is gonna have Tiki like heal again, and well, since by proximity, Hanu, you're about to try to get healed again.
Okay.
This time with the right dice.
Is there... I think there's a time limit between those, isn't there?
Wait, is there? Let me see if there is. If there is, I'm gonna recall that.
Because usually for a lot of these, it's like, you can't do the same thing against the same person for another 10 minutes.
Trying to check.
Uh-oh.
You must physically manipulate an item or make gestures to use an action. With this trait, creatures without a suitable appendage cannot make that. I'm not
Should be on the
seeing
healing
any-
itself.
It'd be on Searing Restoration.
Yeah.
Oh. Minor explosion, altering combustion, cauterize wounds. You or a living creature adjacent to you gains 1d10 hit points. In addition, the creature bleed damage. DC reduction from appropriate assistance at 3rd level. Innovation is wow. I guess you can't just do it more than once. That's crazy.
Yay.
We learn something new every day.
It may be because it's unstable and you might F up really badly with it.
Yeah, it could explode.
I found something with the unstable. On a critical failure, you also take an amount of fire damage equal to half your level. You can spend 10 minutes retuning your innovation and making adjustments to return to it to functionality, at which point you can use unstable actions with that innovation again.
Oh yeah. Is there a limit to how many times you can take unstable actions? Oh, I see. If you... Belcher's becomes...
Essentially,
if you fail the DC 15 flat check, then you can't use it until you spend 10 minutes repairing it. You can't use that action. I see. But right now, you can totally use it because you made the check last round. So Hanu heals 14, and then just roll
check. Oh, that is definitely a crit. Yeah, that's definitely a crit. So I'm not being able to do that again.
Crit fail, which means that Tiki takes 5 fire damage. No, 2 fire damage, equal to half level.
But you got 14 hit points back, so
she kind of like heats up. You can kind of like see like the top of her head kind of like rotated like one of those little tea kettles.
Oh no.
But you do still heal for that. Yeah, there you go. since she can't do it again, I'll leave that for a minute. I am drawing my Schultz am drawing my shield bow, and I'm going to try to shoot this creature right here.
Oh, okay.
19.
Hit.
Okay, that's on a crit hit. So can't do that. 2 piercing.
Okay. With that... Oh, you have one more action?
No, that was me remembering I gotta take out an arrow each time I shoot.
Ah.
But that's it.
With that, I think I might want to call it the middle of the fight, unfortunately, because I am getting very hungry.
Honestly,
Okay.
same.
I need something
forgot to
proper
get
in me.
tacos.
I literally
Now-
went and got
now
a
see,
hamburger during my short time, so I was good.
Ah,
Now, see, that's exactly why I always make sure to eat before we start streaming. That way I don't run into that issue later on.
oh yeah, that would have been smart.
Admittedly, I just snack. And
I am the last
Gotcha.
person to go, and it's my turn. Do you want me to go ahead and go? That way we can start at the top of the turn.
Oh yeah, we can start at the blades, swinging everywhere. Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Well, first things first. Where is the thing?
I'll say it's like... It's a control panel, so probably overlooking stuff, so probably in this corner square here. Just up.
Okay, well, that's... Yeah, super simple. She doesn't even use the ladder. She will pop up and... What does she need to do? Like, is there like a big, obvious red button, or what?
It's thievery, but I would probably also allow you to use, like, engineering. Or you could just try and do as much damage as possible.
Just do damage to it?
Yeah.
That is where her whole thing is, so... Yeah, she will try to smack this thing. I
Okay.
assume it doesn't have like a high AC.
It has an okay AC. It'll be lower
I just
because you're
I
not
just
attacking
imagine-
the chains, you're attacking the control panel.
imagine Titania just like living that one meme with that dude trying to choose between 2 buttons, except in this case, like 2 levers, and she's just like fuck it and just breaks the entire thing.
That'll miss.
And
What?
I am using my
Hero point? Okay.
You miss a stationary object that's literally directly in your
That
face.
hits. There you go.
Okay.
Okay,
God, the
17
rolls.
damage.
I assume it's still up.
Still up.
Yep, she's gonna take another swing at this thing. 20 plus. Mm, 10. She has exactly one more hero point, just because she got full hero points last time, and then she
All right.
regained one for the double kill.
Let's see it.
I am really literally look at these rolls. Roll 20 hates Tatiana, and I don't know why.
It was loving you at the beginning, but now I guess they're trying to,
Yeah,
even
your
the
damage
scale.
rolls have been were really good at the beginning at least. Alright, 21 gets there. $19, okay. Let's see. Let's say it's that. You're damaging it.
God damn it.
But it's still
This was
going.
a waste of time. This was absolutely a waste of time. I shouldn't have done this.
No, not
I really shouldn't
necessarily.
have.
Because you are putting damage in, and
That's
Yeah,
If
I
this-
could have killed her instead this turn, or done something else entirely.
It's
And I could have healed myself this turn too, or I could have healed somebody else. This is really frustrating. Okay.
Yeah, but it might save Hanu and Tiki if you manage to destroy it next round, which, given the numbers, you probably will.
we got this.
Okay, so that's that. That'll be the session. The epic battle against these tiny dudes will conclude next time. Oh, and I ended
I'm gonna
the,
hard.
ended
I'm
the
gonna
music really
hard
nicely.
war your favorite ink. That's how frustrated she is right now. Gonna bite into her like a Kit Kat across the lines.
I know.
How will the Z fighters escape this potential conundrum? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Next time.
If you're
Dragon
if
These-
Hanu is Goku, who's Krillin?
That's
the
a great
real
question.
Those are the real questions.
Well, I guess you were kind of acting like Yamcha there for a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe Tiki's Krillin.
You know, I'll be real with you. I think Yamcha gets a little too much hate. But then again,
He
I
does.
think
He does,
Dragon Ball kind of made a lot of the side characters redundant.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Well,
Yeah,
Yamcha in
right.
particular, but they do bring back Krillin. And also Krillin's like, if you think about scoring as far as like who has the best life and everything, Krillin made out like a bandit.
Oh yeah, Krillin.
He
Which makes
did.
sense because he's also the strongest human on the planet.
I know, but
I'm sending people on a raid now.
And
I know this. Yeah, I'm gonna say something, and I don't want it to be taken any wrong way. I know that they have, and rest Toriyama's soul. But I hope the new author does take some time to like bring up the other characters to a decent level of power, so it's not always just
They made
Goku
Piccolo
and
orange.
Vegeta.
I think that
Yeah,
made him
yeah.
stronger.
The funny thing is
Bye,
that
everyone.
has happened. Both
Bye.
Gohan and Piccolo. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Both Gohan and Piccolo have gotten some big power ups.
We've also been there.
and again,
I really didn't like Superhero. It was kind of lame.
We're gonna do another Johnny.
Really? I didn't think it was amazing, but I didn't think that I
Like all they did was to me, in my opinion, all they did was they just rehashed. They mostly rehashed cool moments